At the World Cup, Belgium and Senegal were tied 2-2 in extra time, but Belgium found the back of the net on a penalty kick in the 5th minute of extra time to go ahead and get that 3-2 win in advance to the round of 16. Christian Pulisic in the starting lineup for the first time since the first game in group stage for the U.S. men's national team, which will kick off against Bosnia at 7. NBA news blockbuster trade as Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics is now on the way to Philadelphia in return for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. The Lakers have acquired Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps. Lakers will be signing Kessler to a 4-year, $130 million deal. Former Detroit Piston Tobias Harris is going to sign a 2-year, $31 million contract with the San Antonio Spurs, and former New York Knick Mitchell Robinson a 3-year, $47 million contract with the Boston Celtics. I'm Martin Weiss.
Elijah, put the camera on me.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3.
That's right.
Not 4.
No matter how
not 5.
you listen in, thank you, LeBron.
Who, me?
Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83, and now live.
We'll do it live
on YouTube.
Right.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Do it!
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
We are indeed the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. And guess what? You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet, at least when people are still awake.
When else you gonna count it, Rob? I don't get it. Why would you even
Sorry
bring that
about
up?
that, Ben. Sorry. It is what it is.
Wow.
Write it down, committed to memory, 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out the letters and the numbers.
It's not trigonometry.
That's right. It's 877-996-6369. And guess what? If you hear feedback on the line, when you do call in, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say to you, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
And with all that said, always remember...
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweet Beanie. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin Washington.
What's happening?
That's right. What's up, good brother? Happy Worship Wednesday. NBA starting to kick off. NBA told LeBron, we ain't going to keep waiting for you, LeBron. We ain't going to keep being held hostage, LeBron. We're going to start making some moves, LeBron. And we got a bunch of moves, including one that happened like just 30, 40 minutes ago.
That's right. Jaylen Brown is on his way to Philadelphia. Well,
JB's
I'll be heading for the All-Star game. Maybe I'll see him down there for that. As he gets used to his new city and obviously a division rival, with the Boston Celtics, and he got his wish.
Put us up on a Philly cheesesteak spot. What's your favorite one out there? I know you've been.
Yeah, I've been, but I don't really have one. Anything that doesn't have cheese whiz, I'm good with. No cheese whiz.
Yeah, I know no cheese whiz.
I gotta have real cheese.
Itcha Bibbles is the spot I went to. Itcha Bibbles.
I knew her, Ishka Bibble. I went with high school with
yes.
her, Ishka Bibble. Right.
Oh, you know her. Well, shout out to her too.
No doubt. All right, hey, we got a lot to get to, and make sure you check out our YouTube channel because you can watch us live right now on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple on YouTube. Hit that search, that subscribe button, I should say, and after that, you could tap the thumbs up icon. Let us know we're doing a good job. comment away and all that other stuff. Again, go check out our YouTube channel and watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our producer. Bud Mexican is. Alex is our engineer.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
One more time.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
One more time for good measure.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
Can't keep doing it now. It ain't hidden no more, Rob. Everybody know he's a hidden talent.
Everybody. Martin Weiss is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course,
who?
Elijah.
Who is it?
Our social media guru.
Never heard of him.
Yes, there you go. So we got plenty to get to. What am I thinking? So we got plenty to get to on this Worship Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob G, let's go here. The blockbuster, would you call it? I think if you're the Sixers, you're pretty happy to get rid of Paul George. I know they gave up a lot of picks, but it is what it is. I'm looking for people for now.
I mean, it's such a blockbuster, they're calling it a Netflix trade. Like, they've overtaken Blockbuster.
I like that.
It's a big deal.
Rob G, did you come up with that?
I did,
or no?
right now, just right now.
Okay, Rob G.
Thank you.
Only every once in a while, I think Rob G,
You already text me saying you're stealing one of my stuff.
Be quiet.
Why are you heavy on the once in a while,
You don't need to say anything, Rob G. The whole idea of me stealing anything that you said is that you don't let the cat out the bag.
No, you're right. I won't bring it up again.
Don't bring it out. You're a producer. That's what you do. You produce.
I throw the lob to Rob Parker.
Do y'all producers, Rob G, get together and have y'all just have a fit about how y'all come up with stuff?
Absolutely.
And your talent steals it?
1,000%.
Okay, I figure y'all might have that.
So all you got to do, Rob G, is quit your job as a producer and be talent.
I am a talent. I get 7 listeners a week, Rob. All 7 of them. Everybody in this room.
All right.
No, but yes, big move in the NBA coming out of the city of Boston. Jaylen Brown, we know that he's been frustrated with the front office for a minute. Trade was been mumbling about for a while, talking about Giannis, talking about, Atlanta, maybe Sacramento. But no, just before the start of the show, Jaylen Brown, MVP candidate, finals MVP, was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 future first-round picks, and 2 future second-round picks.
Kelvin, I thought you wanted to go ahead.
I do. I was on the phone with Rob G when it happened, Rob Parker, and I was absolutely shocked because we're going over the show, we're planning everything out, and then boom, that dropped, and absolutely thought the Celtics should have gotten more. I thought the Celtics absolutely should have got more and would have gotten more. There was some better deal out there to be had or be made for the Celtics, and immediately you start to dissect. Okay, wait, what? And then you realize they don't even get the Clippers. First round picks, which you would think the Clippers aren't going to be as good as the Sixers, so it should be better picks. And then you also realize this ain't Paul George of 5-6 years ago, right? This is the current Paul George who's got PED issues, right? He's dealing with that, often injured, Paul George. And so you're saying to yourself, I know good and well the Celtics didn't only get that for Jaylen Brown. So which leads me to think, Rob, that some of my suspicions, some of the things that Kelvin, felt Jaylen Brown
you were
felt.
wrong, right?
That I had conversations about him my thoughts on him about.
Well, you had it that he was a number one and he was the guy to lead a franchise, right?
Right. And I'm saying I feel that my point is I've always felt that he feels that. And I feel the league just showed him all his suspicions about people hating on me. They don't think I'm good enough. They don't pay me my enough due. They don't give me my respect. I think it was confirmed again. Because there's no way if he would have to tell you that I would be traded, I would only be an old and injured and PED Paul George and 2 first round and 2 second. When you saw some of the other picks that have happened, you saw what you got for Giannis. You saw even with the Lakers had to give up for Kessler, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Jaylen Brown, again, I believe is going to feel slighted. Like, really, that's it? That's what a finals MVP, perennial all-star, 29 a game last year, MVP candidate. This is all I get.
Yeah, but he has an albatross around his neck that you keep acting like it doesn't exist.
Well, you can expound, but I'm saying I believe These are partly the things that he feels like I've always been slighted. Why not? What have I not done to make me one of those guys? And I feel like the league just screamed it again to him. We just don't think you're one of those guys. The NBA just showed him again when it has been known, it has not been a secret. The Celtics have been trying to trade for something. They got to the certain point they were loud about it. Hey, he's available. What y'all want? Who want him? And the best you could get was a beat down old PED Paul George and a couple of picks that are going to be the Sixers, not even the Clippers picks. So again, I just think Jaylen Brown is just, for whatever the reason is, the league doesn't view him as that guy that I believe he thinks he is. And the league just proved it again, Rob, of where they placed Jaylen Brown. You're a good player. You're not a great. You're a really good player. You're not one of those. And I think I think if you're Jaylen Brown, I think you're shocked that that's what I went for. I thought I would have commanded more than that, and that's all that y'all got for me. And we'll talk later about the Celtics side of it as a whole, the team. But again, I think this screamed very loud again where the league thought of him, what they think of him. And I could understand his frustration when nobody expected my team to do anything, Rob. They kind of pounded us out, playing at best, whatever. And we were number 2 seed, competing to the last couple weeks for number 1 seed. And you know, kept them afloat. I had the best season I personally ever had. Balled out, team elevated. And this is the thanks I get. So I see why he feels slighted. There's something about him that I believe the league doesn't like. I think maybe they feel like he's hard to deal with. Maybe he's too, I remember he's coming out the draft. They thought he was, maybe the reports were, he's too smart. Maybe he speaks up too much on social commentary. Maybe he's too, this era of him really feeling himself, speaking out, getting to it with Stephen A. on the Twitch or something. But there's something about him that rubs the league wrong. Maybe it's analytical guys that feel like he's not the most efficient. But his resume and where he is, now he's 33, 34, he's 29. His resume, you would think, would speak for itself, Rob, but it doesn't. So there's something about him that's a little bit of a repellent, I think, for the NBA and for teams to kind of be a little weary of him or giving up that much for him. And I think it was apparent.
You got into this whole NBA thing. Forget about the NBA. The Celtics did the right thing. They picked the right guy. That's why Jaylen Brown isn't going to Philadelphia for nothing. Because, and that contract, albatross, all of the other stuff, the getting into it with everybody and all these other comments. Who wants a malcontent? They won this championship. They can move on. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wait.
He's a malcontent.
You told me they shouldn't. You told me they should never trade him.
He's a
told me absolutely not. I'm not trading him.
He's a malcontent, and I'm saying
that
they picked the right guy. What I'm telling you is it came down to it, and they look what they got. They had to take a Paul George just to get rid of him. It tells you that the Celtics had enough. Otherwise, I wouldn't take Paul George.
You
for what
said
reason?
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you that why they picked the right guy. He had gotten full of himself enough with all the headache and the belly aching and nothing's good enough and, oh, nobody's doing this and the Olympics and this and that. Okay. He's a great player. They won a championship. He was a finals MVP. Sometimes the extra sauce is too much. I'm just saying the Celtics felt like they had no choice. I would have never broken up those two. They got to the finals twice. They won a championship. But if I had to make a choice, and that's my point, I'm taking Jaylen. I'm taking Jason Tatum 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, 11 out of 11. I am. Because of the extra. And remember that contract, I told you it was going to be hard to move him, and guess what? You have to go and take on that bad contract that somehow the Sixers signed for Paul George.
Well, they got a bad one with Paul George. That's a bad one.
No, but just to get rid of it tells you about not wanting to be around. I don't know what was said behind the scenes and how much disruption and all the other stuff. You don't know those things to where you just throw your hands up and say, I don't want to do this anymore. It could be like you were married and there's all this other stuff going on and you just say, you know what, I'm ready for a divorce. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And I know what I had. I know how pretty she was or is or all that other stuff. But at some point, it becomes a headache. And guess what? When it becomes a headache, you just got to move on. You cut your losses. And that's why Jaylen Brown is headed to Philadelphia. It's just
that's what I've been screaming the last few weeks, Rob, is that Jaylen Brown has made it apparent he doesn't want to be there. Jaylen Brown.
No, you made it about him and wanting to have his own team. He's not going to. Philadelphia is not his own team.
Right, but I can't tell you where he's going to land.
No, but that was your point.
Still stands. I still stand on what I believe.
No, you
I
said
can't tell
that
you where they're going to trade him.
Number one.
Absolutely, I believe he wanted to be somewhere where he proves I'm the man. And he is going to be the best player on there because Embiid ain't going to be playing. He's going to be in and out the lineup. We know that. Embiid will be played 2 months, out 3 months. So he's better than Tyrese Maxey right now. And so, but my point is, I knew him being paired with Jason Tatum, that thing was over. I knew that. He was done with it. He had enough. And I think the Celtics hands were forced. That'd been my whole point, that they were going to have to get rid of him because it just was too much. That's exactly what I've been saying for the last 3 weeks.
I don't remember you saying that.
That's literally what I've screamed.
I don't remember you saying that.
You sit there every day. Have I not said that this was going to end because you don't remember that.
You were talking about he wanted to go to his own team.
He does.
He's not going to his own team, no. He's not going to his own team.
He can't trade himself.
No, that's not what he's going. He's going to a team that has 2 other really good players. What are you talking about?
My point was
he's a part of a team.
I can't tell you where they're going to trade him.
No, but if it wasn't the same thing, how is it any different from Boston? He's still going to go where they have 2 other stars.
He doesn't want it to be paired with Jason Tatum anymore.
You said about the idea of him being the number one guy.
I said he wanted to be away from Jason Tatum and be his own thing. I've said that 100 times.
He's not doing his own thing in Philadelphia.
It's away from Jason Tatum.
It's not his own thing. That's my point. That's what you've been saying.
And you told me, you sat up here and said no matter what, I have him under contract. I ain't getting rid of him. That's what you told me you would be doing. I said I would not trade him. I would not. And obviously, behind the scenes, they can't take it anymore. Why else would you get Paul George? And that's all I've been saying.
No, you did not.
That's
not what you said.
Rob G. Have I literally not said that?
Don't call Rob G. Talk to me. I don't want to hear about Rob G.
The best part of you don't have to hear about it.
Talk to me.
I talk to you? You don't listen.
No, you're wrong.
You clearly don't listen. Been telling you that for weeks. They ain't trading him. I wouldn't get rid of him.
877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. There's a big difference. What don't you understand? The difference between me saying I wouldn't get rid of him compared to saying the Celtics aren't going to get rid of him. You don't understand the difference? There's a difference.
What I'm saying is,
but there's a difference.
And told you
I didn't tell you
that
that
he was
the
going
Celtics
to force
weren't.
his way
out.
No,
that's not
all
what you said. Come on,
He had enough.
I know you're trying to get points, but my God,
and you're literally saying what I've been saying.
Why did why was the Jaylen Brown trade market so soft? Did the Celtics make a decision to deal him? We'll continue that conversation next with you. 877-99 on Fox. It is the Odd Couple where we deliver insight, not noise. And we value your phone calls. We value your opinion. Remember, this is a radio show. It ain't a podcast. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
To hear Uncle Rob get even more hyped in the US of A.
You should have said it ain't a live stream since we're a Twitch since we talking about Jaylen Brown. Check it out. We know what's going on. We got a big matchup coming a little bit later today in the world's biggest soccer tournament. It's heating up U.S. in the United States. You got Kalshi, where you can trade every match from the knockout rounds all the way to the final. And the Americans are riding high coming into the round of 32. Some folks are even calling them a dark horse contender to win the whole thing. Now, USA is currently trading at 84% to beat Bosnia-Herzegovina in tonight's showdown, meaning a $100 trade pays out $117 if they can win it all. So, Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, check it out. You can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ODD, ODD, to get $10 when you trade 10. That's code ODD to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, 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 trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
Hey, Rob G, big NBA news that shook Los Angeles worse than an earthquake.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, Larry, but it was a big deal. We kind of knew this one was coming for a while, but it is official now. LeBron James is coming back for his 24th NBA season. The only problem is he's not coming back to the Lakers. His team, Rich Paul, have told everybody that LeBron wants to continue playing in the NBA, but he does not, NOT, want to do it in Los Angeles, and he will now be canvassing the league for the next destination.
All right, Kelvin, let's just go here.
Let's get it.
Talk about LeBron's tenure here in Los Angeles. And, I mean, you could look at it. Obviously, he got one championship in, 7 years here?
Might be 8.
Is it 8 or 7?
7.
Rob G?
I think it's 8, isn't it? Yeah, it's 8.
8 years. One championship in 8 years, right? So, okay, he did win a championship. He came to Los Angeles. That was the goal. Sure, it was to win more than that, considering coming here and the resources and what they were able to accomplish. But there's only one way of looking at LeBron James's tenure in Los Angeles.
How was it?
It was a dud. I can't call it a complete failure because he did win a championship. Mickey Mouse championship, the bubble, whatever you want to call it. He did win a championship, which I'm acknowledging. But this was a dud. Twice he didn't even make the playoffs. He was in the play-in, 3 times? You could start looking at it and you go, what? Anthony Davis, he got the one championship. He brought in all of his friends, Carmelo, Westbrook, all those people. What happened? Nada. They even went and got Luka for his last 2 years, year and a half. What'd that happen? That amounted to nothing. We got it. Luka was hurt this postseason. But last year, any NBA guy, go back, all you people out there, and go listen to those phony, flaky NBA analysts. Nobody wants to see LeBron and Luka. Nobody wants to see LeBron and Luka. Those two guys together, they could beat anybody. Knocked out in the first round. Okay, thank you. So you can sit here and dress it up any way you want, but you can't. It was a dud. And when I think of LeBron's career, I don't think of what he did here is worthy of a statue out in front of Crypto.com Arena. I think ultimately LeBron will get a statue in Cleveland where he won that championship. And that statue should be out front with him holding a basketball and a suitcase. That is the legacy of LeBron James. He, second time around, won a championship for Cleveland, which had never won. He was mid in Miami, and Los Angeles was a dud. That is how I chime up.
Boy, you are
LeBron's career.
You ain't even believe that last sentence. I'll let you go on and on.
It is a dud.
He was mid in Miami?
Yes.
Going to 4 titles is mid?
Yeah, because they lost. They lost to Dallas.
I don't give a dang if they win all 4 times and lost off. There's nothing mid about that.
It was mid. And it should have lost 3 out of 4.
So mid in the dud, then what was Cleveland?
I told you that was fantastic because he got the second time, not the first time.
So fantastic, mid, and dud equals, as you say, the number 2 player of all time. Make it make sense.
No, but those are just based off of numbers. He just stockpiled numbers.
There are people who stockpile numbers so you wouldn't put in the top 10.
He's an all-time leading scorer in the league. Come on, man.
You had him at number
crazy.
2 before the number scoring.
No, he got the numbers.
Did he leave things desired in L.A.? Without a doubt. He would want more. You'd want a championship. You won a couple of 2, 3, 4. Why not? But the fact of the matter is, I think it's being a little bit overblown, his tenure here, especially when we're being comparable and comparing it. So let's talk about it. The last 5 years for the Lakers prior to them getting here, they didn't even make the postseason. Kobe, the late, great Kobe, was a shell of himself. Injuries, getting older, right? So the Lakers had stunk. They had kept getting number 2 picks, number 2 pick, because they were terrible. And then all of a sudden, LeBron comes here, and he did what he did. He did what he did elsewhere. Second year, what does he do when he goes to Miami? Championship. Second year when he gets back to Cleveland, 3-1, come back down for 3-1, championship. Second year when he gets to L.A., what does he do? Championship. And then when you start to compare him to all the other people around who you say have amazing, they're big time, they're all-time greats, they're MVPs, he looked just like all them other MVPs. Fox Sports Radio, it's your boys, The Odd Couple. He's Rob, I'm Kelvin on a Worship Wednesday. The world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and you can trade every match on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use code ODD to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything. Uran Weitzman, NBA reporter, author of A Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. He'll be joining us here in a little bit. We got Shekel City on the way as well. So that do you keep the yay now, Alex, that LeBron's about to be gone? Do you still keep it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So a whole lot to get to still just in this hour alone. Antonio Daniels, next hour. One's got to go. So that's just in the next hour and a half or so. We still got a whole lot left in this show as well. All right, 877-99 on Fox, Rob. Big news about maybe an hour or so ago. Jaylen Brown, gone from the Celtics, now a Sixer. Paul George and some picks, headed to the Celtics. Your thoughts on it? Good move, bad move? And where do you think it says about Jaylen Brown? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Carl in Mobile, Alabama. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Carl?
Hey, guys. Hope you have a great upcoming 4th of July. Everything playing safe and all. So
yes,
shout out to
appreciate that, man.
You too, my man.
Thank you, Carl. Same to you.
Yes, sir. Hey, the Jaylen Brown, when I had to call in on this, he's the type of guy, and you probably know somebody in your family or that you grew up with, he has an axe to grind with everybody. And if you remember in the regular season, he had a game with the Spurs, and the refs called the ball out of bounds and said he touched it. He created this big scene and almost got into a fight with the refs. And then after the game, he said, "This is what I'm talking about. Oh, they have an agenda against me."
Yes.
He had a party at his house, and it got too loud. Police showed up. "Oh, I'm racially targeted." Then in the Olympics, "Oh, I didn't get picked." He's got something to go against him. He had Nike and him don't get along. So it's like negative energy, and when people like that are around, at some point you're like, you know what, this is his karma.
That's what I think happened with the Celtics. They had enough. They just said, okay, you know what, this guy's never going to be happy. There's always going to be something. So let's just bite the bullet to trade in with your division rival and to take Paul George. Oh God, like seriously, he's been on so many. To take him and that contract tells you a lot. I mean, they're glad to get the draft picks, but my God, really?
That's a team that came back from down 3-1 on you too. So in the division, they came back on you. That was shocking.
Tony in D.C., you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tony?
What's up, fellas? Hey,
Yo.
I think it's a win. I think it's a win-win for Jaylen Brown because the ultimate sign of respect was when he was up for that Supermax contract. Boston didn't hesitate; they gave it to him. So to me, that's ultimate sign of respect. I don't care who I get traded for, whatever. It's a done deal. Now the pressure's on Jason Tatum because Paul George only played 37 games last year. Can he carry a similar team that Jaylen Brown did last year? Unless I think Boston's going to make another move because I can't see them going into the season like this. But, Jaylen Brown, he's in a prime-time position. Everything's not on him. And I think he's going to excel in Philly with those other two young cats.
Yeah, I'm
not convinced.
We're going to talk about that next later on in the show as far as the Celtics side of this, because that to me, I agree, it's going to be really interesting moving forward for them.
Ennis in Corona, California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Ennis?
Hey guys, great show as always. Look, man, as a diehard Laker fan, LeBron's gone. The Celtics make a bad trade. They had to trade him, but they make an awful trade. They got nothing. I'm loving it. I don't understand, honestly, maybe because the entire league just knew they're going to get rid of him. They got to get rid of him. Let's try and lowball.
Nobody wanted it, right? You know what? Yeah, there was no market. It was very soft.
Yeah, and I don't think it's nothing about who he is as a basketball player. He's an awesome basketball player, but I think it's more of just, do you want that in your locker room?
Right.
And they kind of knew Boston was a little desperate. They just couldn't bring him back, and so I think Philly got a great deal out of it. I like their coach, Embiid, if he's healthy, they can make some noise. But yeah, it's a great day to be a Lakers fan. Two great days. Like yesterday, LeBron leaves. Brown is out today. Oh, that's
only
fantastic.
thing is, and we'll talk about it later, though. I mean, some of the moves the Lakers have made. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
All right, the celebration might
end
tamper
quickly.
down a little bit.
Right, it might end quickly.
Yeah. All right, good stuff. Thank you for the calls. Ron Weitzman on the other side of trending right now. Martin Weiss, gonna get your update. What's up, Martin?
You guys talk about the celebration. I don't know if it was a bigger celebration in L.A. when Mexico won yesterday or when the news broke that LeBron was on his way out the door.
They were competing, weren't they?
I mean, Lord have mercy.
You saw the dude at the Dodger game?
I mean, go! Like, he was so loud that it's amazing. How many times, think, Kelvin, has you seen somebody actually
I
interrupt
honestly
a game?
Scared. Yeah, I thought like they were, it's a lot of bad things happen in the world, and you know what I mean? And I thought him screaming like that, I would have been on the field like, like, what's going on? Yeah, the passion is real out here in L.A.
Yeah, the world's game is taking over Los Angeles. Upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham. From living room to lawn with the Home Depot, and take fast, free delivery assist. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter, subject to availability. Senegal had a 2-0 lead until the 83rd minute, and then Belgium scored 2 straight to tie it, send it to extra time, and then in the second half of extra time, Belgium found the net on a penalty kick. The 3-2 win for Belgium. They advance, or I guess 2-2 in regulation. They advance on that kick, and we'll move on to the round of 16. Christian Pulisic back in the starting lineup for the first time since the first game in the group stage for the U.S. team. They kick off against Bosnia at 7. NBA, the Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. They get back Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. The Lakers acquiring center Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz, 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps. Lakers signing Kessler to a 4-year, $130 million deal. The Memphis Grizzlies trading Santi Aldama to the Dallas Mavericks for A.J. Johnson, a 2030 first-round pick and 2 future second-round picks. Former Piston Tobias Harris headed to San Antonio on a 2-year, $31 million deal, and Mitchell Robinson is going to the Boston Celtics on a 3-year, $47 million contract, formerly of the New York Knicks. Major League Baseball, there was a 23-3 game today. The Cubs beat the Padres. Dansby Swanson with 3 home runs, including a grand slam and 8 RBI. That's a good day. Tigers scored 4 runs in the top of the 11th for a 6-2 win over the Yankees on a 7-game losing streak. Are the Yankees right now? Live games, top of the 5th inning. The Philadelphia Phillies have a 5-2 lead over the Pirates, and that's in the top of the 3rd. And it's Cardinals Braves 1-1, top of the 2nd. Boys, back to you.
No doubt. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. Odd couple. Rob and Kelvin on the Worship Wednesday. That's right. And joined now by Ron Weitzman, NBA reporter, author of A Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. Joining the show now. Yaron, what's going on? How are you?
You got him?
Got him.
I'm here. You guys hear me?
All right, there you
go.
go.
We got you now. What's going on?
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm all good, guys. What about you guys?
Excellent. I don't know if you heard Martin there just a minute ago. It's been an odd thing, and Rob and I have both been living here since LeBron became a Laker, and it's been weird in that the best player in the league at that time, and for him, of course, most of the years he was here, you'd think it'd be exciting coming to a team, but that wasn't necessarily the case. A lot of Laker fans, because of the Kobe-LeBron rivalry that really never existed, never wanted him. Tell me just about the LeBron journey, this tenure with the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm happy you brought that up because this is one of the things I kind of learned. Right, I'm from New York, but you start embedding yourself in a book and learning about what's going on around the team and the fan base. And one of the most interesting things, which I kind of knew beforehand, but I underestimated it, is the level to which the Laker fan base did not embrace LeBron. I don't want to say they were anti. There were some, right? People might remember when he first signed there were some murals, and then they were defaced by Kobe fans and things like that. And the Kobe thing, I think that's exactly what it is. You brought it up. It's sort of, it was a fake rivalry between the guys. In a little bit, we can get to that. There was a little more there between the two of them. Or I guess from Kobe toward LeBron, right? I guess people know Kobe was this maniacal, competitive guy. He wasn't going to let, if someone's saying someone's next taking his throne, he's not for that. But what happened was, Lakers fans had spent so much time arguing for Kobe against LeBron, and Nike was part of the marketing of them and the league as rivals. But you know what happens when you argue for somebody, you argue against somebody else, and then all of a sudden the guy they spent years sort of making arguments against comes to their franchise. And the way I phrase it is I think the Lakers are the only fan base that LeBron would join where they wouldn't welcome him basically with a parade. Every other franchise, he's the savior. The Lakers, it was sort of And then you add to the fact that the high point, I don't want to say the lone high point, but the greatest moment of his tenure in LA, it happened in the literal bubble, right? And he robbed fans of their ability to sort of form this emotional connection. There's no parade, no bubble, no fans in the stands. I live in New York. I'm seeing what a championship team does to fan bases and the connections it creates, and that never happened, and he never formed it with the Laker fan base.
Yeah, I mean, people here are so excited that he decided to move on. I'm still taking confetti out of my hair from people being excited that he's no longer with the Lakers. I can't get over how many people I've heard say, now I could get my team back. Now I can root for the Lakers again. Like seriously, are you shocked at how divisive? And I know the Kobe thing, but it's even bigger than that about LeBron. It's about forcing his son on the team, Clutch Sports. All the players had to come from Clutch Sports, trading away some young talent, Brandon Ingram and LaMelo Ball. There's a lot that LeBron has his hands on. I don't think it's just the Kobe thing.
No, I get it. I disagree. Not disagree with you, right? I think some of that is off base. For one, I think Lakers fans may be forgetting how bad things were going before LeBron got there, right? In part because of that balloon payment they gave to Kobe basically at the end of his golden parachute, at the end of his career, and how bad things were. And he joined a franchise that, I don't have it in front of me, but they were sitting I wrote this book and I had to keep looking up first time not making the playoffs in back-to-back years since the 70s, all those types of sentences.
They didn't make the playoffs twice with LeBron.
Well, that's wild, correct? And I think part of that goes to the fraught nature of the partnership, right? I think the difference with LeBron is really he was the first. Lakers are the franchise of superstars, but most of them come at younger ages. LeBron was the first one to come as a fully formed, icon, not even a superstar, a fully formed icon, right? Shaq was obviously a star, but he was different before he got to LA. Other guys, it's different. LeBron was his own entity before coming. And it was really, I describe it as like a merger between the two iconic NBA institutions, the Lakers and LeBron, and I think the Lakers had some trouble with that. The interesting part to me, one of the things I learned most in my reporting for the book is this notion of the clutch Lakers. I think it's overstated. It's not that LeBron didn't have power, but the way I sort of describe it is every superstar has power, and the example I always give is look how many Antetokounmpo brothers were on the Bucks, right? While Giannis was there. That's just what happens with superstars. The Lakers didn't hire, it's a random example, but LeBron's entering his second year. He wants Ty Lue as the head coach. The Lakers don't hire him. That's as good an example as you can get, because that's LeBron. That's year two, the new relationship. Ty Lue is a former Laker. He won a championship. He's qualified for the job, and they do not hire him in part because they don't want it to seem like Jeannie Buss and her front office doesn't want it to seem like LeBron's running things. And there's other examples of them.
I thought it had to do with money. They didn't want to pay him what he wanted. He wanted a lot of money.
I thought it was his assistant coaches.
And it's a mom and pop, right? And they wanted to hire his assistant coaches. I mean, there's a lot more than that.
No, for sure, money. But I mean, again, the Lakers, they could afford it. The money, yeah, they don't want to pay him, but that's a decision you're making, right? He wasn't asking for Steve Kerr.
No, I'm just saying. But Ty Lue is not. He won a championship. You're not going to hire my assistants. When you give a coach an opportunity or a chance, then he has no say about the assistant coach.
Yeah, you gotta let me bring in my guys.
Right.
No, he was right. I agree. Ty Lue was right to not take the job. I'm saying the Lakers didn't. The Lakers weren't. They didn't. If LeBron was running things year two, a guy like Ty Lue is the guy they would have hired, right? Because he. Yeah,
but didn't they hire J.J. Redick, his podcast partner with no coaching experience? So to say that LeBron doesn't have any power, that doesn't make sense to me.
I didn't say nothing.
Because he got that done. He got his son, who averaged 5 points at a bad USC team, on an NBA roster with a fully guaranteed contract as a second-round pick. I mean, really? LeBron didn't have...
I love that you brought this up. One, I didn't say no power, right? But JJ Redick, for example, so I put this in the book, like Dan Hurley was the target. People don't want to bring it up. Like JJ Redick, I'm giving the clip notes. He talked to the Lakers that April at the Combine. He then didn't hear from them again until after Dan Hurley turned down the job. They kept that secret. Dan Hurley was the target. It had nothing to do with JJ and LeBron. Like, that's who Rob Pelinka wanted. If Dan Hurley takes the job, and that would have been without LeBron knowing, if Dan Hurley takes that job, if Dan Hurley wants the job was his. After that, they pivoted.
You don't think they asked LeBron about JJ Redick? Hey, you got a podcast with this guy. You know JJ. You think he'd be a good coach? You think he had
All I can say, I sometimes I don't know. I can tell you people around the two of them, like around JJ and LeBron, never heard the two of them discuss it, right? They never heard the two of them discuss it. So, and some of the messaging at the time, like by that point, the relationship was broken, right? Like, if you have to go back to the Westbrook trade, but basically post Westbrook trade, we were no longer at the point of we're catering to LeBron in any way. You accept the Bronny thing, which I know you're going to say that, but
but so Bronny just got picked on merit, right?
No, that's a second round pick. I think that's a calculation, though. That like, what do we get? Happy LeBron for that. That's an easy decision. Like, that's something easy to give, or a 12th man. But in terms of a coach or another co-star, it's a different thing.
Well, we're running low on time here.
Yeah, sure.
What was the changing of the guard, if you will? Was it that? Was it the Westbrook? Because specifically with Jeannie, if you recall, she's sitting in the front row with LeBron. They're having the time of their lives, and she's literally, physically hanging on him. Oh, I love the Like, when did it all shift into what it has been for the last couple of years?
Happy International Women's Day, I believe, is the quote you're.
Yes, Happy International Women's Day. Yes. That was that.
So, okay, the Westbrook trade is like sort of the line in the sand where you want to draw it, where it happened. LeBron's the one who pushes. LeBron's the one who brings it to them. Again, Cliff Notes here. LeBron's the one who talked to Westbrook, got Westbrook to ask for the deal, brought it to them. The Lakers signed off, and in the aftermath, obviously, it was a disaster, and all sides tried blaming the other, and there's a lack of trust between the two sides from that point on, in terms of who's controlling the narrative, who's pushing. And, I have this in the book, 2024, the winter, Jeannie's telling other owners that she's sort of sick of the LeBron and Clutch relationship a little bit. And do you remember, there was a report that the Warriors had called, I guess it was 2 years ago, about talking to LeBron, and Jeannie Buss didn't say no. She said, go call Rich Paul, right? Which is basically saying, if he's into it, we'll do it. And that's a huge break. If you think about the Lakers and the franchise, under the Jerry Buss idea of stars are all that matter, we cater to our stars, and this is the team that, again, let Kobe retire there, basically on the golden parachute on that contract. For Jeannie Buss to not hang up the phone and say we're not trading LeBron, that's what tells you all you need to know about where that relationship was.
All right, well, shoot, man, we got to end it there. But obviously, their new chapter, the Luka chapter, you might have a new book coming out in a few years. We'll see how that works. Yaron Weitzman, hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. That was fun. I appreciate it.
All right, no doubt. Make sure you follow him, Yaron Weitzman on X, and also get the book at Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. Go cop that when you can. All right, on the way, Shekel City, Tyrek play of the day as well. Plus, we'll get you updated. That's right, U.S. getting ready to play Bosnia a little bit later on here in about 20, 30 minutes. Lexi in Lexington is going to get you your update. It's The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob G, just yesterday, there was a James family announcement from the Lakers. Bronny James got his contract fully guaranteed.
Yeah, I don't know what everyone's worried about. LeBron James leave, one LeBron James stays. You're worried about the wrong LeBron James. That's the thing.
Yeah, you got
Bronny
the young,
James
fresh one.
is still here in Los Angeles until further notice, despite what some of your favorite radio hosts might think. The LeBron James era continues in Los Angeles, Rob Parker.
Bronny James should retire. I would retire.
Wrong. That's the wrong Bron. Wrong Bron.
No. Bronny should retire.
No, the other one, the 20-year senior.
No.
Who, me?
Because here's the thing. Like, the worst part now is, the jig is up and then they'll pull the plug on them and just give them the money to go away. Seriously. I just
give them the money to go away.
To go away. Your dad's not here anymore. That's the reason you were here. And that was a nice gesture for LeBron. Yeah, we'll let your son, you know what? We'll pick up his contract so that he'll have some money.
They didn't have to guarantee it, though. They could have,
that's
two-way.
That's what they did to be nice because they didn't want to feel like they're mean-spirited. But come on. What did Bronny James do to deserve any of that? I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
The only thing I'll say, he hasn't shown, obviously, he's going to be some all-star in the league. The only thing I'll say is, and I think people forget this sometimes, you know this, there are 450 dudes in the league.
Yeah, but
we only talk about 20 of them, and then it's another only about, 100 that kind of matter. Like, there are always going to be dudes that come in and find a role eventually. I can name countless, think of Landry Shamet. We want to talk about him.
Will Bronny be with the Lakers when the season starts?
Yes. They need bodies, Rob.
No, I can't
see
it.
He's 22.
I just can't see it.
He's
Will
22.
LeBron not being there and saying that he's leaving on then and he doesn't want to stick around?
I really mean this.
Seriously.
I'm serious. Why would they get rid of a young dude who's 22 who's been in the system?
They could find somebody. They could find somebody to do the stuff that he does.
$2.4 million?
Can you pull up the stats? There are no stats.
I got them. Don't disrespect 2.9 points per game.
There are no stats. You could get anybody. You could get a guy who played Division II, was the top scorer in some Division II school. Are you kidding me?
He's 21.
He hasn't done anything.
He's been in the system, and I'm not questioning what he's done.
He's exchangeable. He's replaceable.
But here's what I'm saying, Rob. He's not going to start. He's not going to be the sixth man off the bench. But a role guy like that, why would I go find another guy when I already got it?
His dad is not here. His dad.
But he's a separate. He's not a Siamese twin. He's a separate human being.
The only reason he was here was because of his dad.
That's facts. I don't disagree with that.
Now that his dad is not here, we don't want you here. Go.
No, you don't want him here. Why would they not keep a 21-year-old?
Because they can go get another 21-year-old without LeBron James. Like you already said it. Most Laker fans were disgusted that LeBron was on the team, and now they got to still watch his son sit there.
Rob G, I think more. I completely agree that a lot of Laker fans, even during success, just never really. It was like a golf clap. Like all right. Thanks, LeBron. Kind of. But I think. More Laker fans are less the beefed out with Bronny. Would you agree with that statement?
No. I think that they look at him and it's a remnant of LeBron and they feel like the only reason he's here is because his dad
he got there without a doubt.
The organization. And if the Lakers are going to really move away from LeBron, they got to move away from Bronny too.
I'm really asking this. Why would I guarantee his contract just 24 hours?
For how much you say it was?
I think it's 2.5
okay,
or something like that,
because they can easily.
It's less than the veterans minimum.
There you go. It's easy to get rid of that. It ain't the end of the world. It's a nice gesture because it's a parting gift. That's what it is.
The daddy worth 1.4. He all right. He don't need the parting gift.
It's a parting gift. Go ahead, Bronny. You know what? Go with your dad. Go with your dad. Go somewhere else.
Rui could be gone. Who knows what happens there? Marcus Smart is going to be gone. Luka Kennard could be gone. My point, dude, they need bodies.
Yeah, but they don't need that body. What you got, Rob G?
Just a question for you. You just said go with your dad. If, LeBron's going to do this free agent tour again, he's telling Rich Paul, get every team in the league to send you their offer and their pitch to me, and then we'll canvas it from there. If LeBron James says to Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, Milwaukee, whoever it is, I will come to your franchise, but Bronny has to come too. Is that a deal breaker?
It's a deal breaker for me. I would just say, dude, you got your photo op. You got your picture of you and your son. Can we stop?
I don't think
we're here to try to win a championship. Yeah. We're not playing that game.
I agree that. I think LeBron's over it too. Fox Sports Radio, it is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Worship Wednesday. Big shout out to Yaron Weitzman, just joined us. Go check out the book, A Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. And Rob G will get that up on the podcast as well. Still got a lot coming up. We're going to get you a update here with Lexi in just a second on, you got the big match, big game happening, U.S. taking on Bosnia, that's coming up. And then next hour, Lakers making moves. We'll touch on that. Antonio Daniels will join us. One's got to go. So a whole lot coming up next hour as well. Right now, it is time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
How'd you do?
All right, 2-1 last night. 174 and 139 is the total as we keep going. So that's pretty good. Tonight, we got the Dodgers minus 1.5. They're in Sacramento taking on the A's again. So I got the Dodgers minus 1.5. I'm going to take the D-backs hosting the Giants. D-backs minus 1.5 runs. And I'm going to take Colorado hosting the Marlins in Denver. Colorado plus 1.5 runs. So again, Rockies plus 1.5, D-backs minus 1.5, the Dodgers minus 1.5. And remember, Kelvin, I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
All right. Well, you've been telling us too. When does it? Were you going all the way to the NFL season?
Yeah, that's when we. That's
no,
when
Don't do that.
That's when Elijah wants me to start over. Alex, you know how it goes, right? Elijah was the one who forced the issue. He said,
"He's the guy."
Okay, Rob, you've done enough. You've done well. Let's flip the clock.
So he asked for that reset when you was down bad.
I wasn't down bad because look how up I am. I'm almost 30 over.
Boy, I tell you, hey, it's a lot of people in life wish we had a reset button, Alex. We could just be like, we all wish we had an Elijah HRU in our back pocket.
What are you talking about? I had a reset button in my back pocket. I got divorced. There was a reset.
Yeah, oh, you did. And you ain't never coming back, too. That's the crazy part. You said bump all that.
Alex, it was a reset. It's okay.
That's fine.
Everybody can't.
We don't always mix.
We don't. I told you, Rob, I actually appreciate where you are. People have asked me, all right, is he, because they may not know you, or like, oh, I see your radio. Who's it with? All right, is he cool? Is he married? And I'll tell them, and I appreciate you know what you want to be doing with your life, and you don't want somebody you have to consider, because you got to consider somebody. Rob G knows somebody gonna tell you, hey, babe, I'm about to go shoot to New York 26 times in a row in the next 2 weeks. She gonna be like, boy, have a seat. She gonna tell you
you know what? I know who I am, know what I want to do, and it's cool. Like, I think the biggest difference, and I've said this a few times from people, if you were never madly in love with somebody and you married that person, I could understand why you would keep trying to find, you know what I mean, and keep trying to make that happen in your life. But I had that. No matter how bad it went, right. I had it. I experienced it. So it's different for me from the standpoint that I'm not searching for that. If it happens, it happens. But it ain't on my list. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we know, because
it ain't on my list.
Might be 46 and you ain't having it.
All I want you to know is I talked to Lil Magic, and it's on, man. It's on in Atlanta.
That's the other forward. That ain't LOVE. That's LUST. That's something different. That's something different. Tire Rack player today.
Tielemans is ready. Tielemans with the strike. Tielemans! Everyone's off the bench as Belgium leads for the first time.
All right, there you have it. Your Tire Rack player today brought to you by Fox, where all the big games have been happening during the big game, the big tournament, I should say. And, of course, as always, brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Lexi, real quick, jump in on that, and maybe we'll get you top of the next hour. Don't have to hit us with your update music. But
Gents, I'll keep it quite simple and straightforward. England survived almost a detrimental loss to the Doctor of Congo, and Belgium, who looked like an average Joe, somehow came back against the greatness of Senegal to get 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game and a PK at the end of overtime. Gents, USA and Bosnia about to take the field.
All right, there you have it. We'll get you a little bit more of an update on that.
Succinct. That was very good.
I don't know what that man just said to me. Plus, Lakers making moves, too. We'll tell you about them. It's the Odd Couple.
We are Buzzword.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
The United States moments away from kicking off against Bosnia in the round of 32. Christian Pulisic in the starting lineup for the first time since the first game with the group stage for Team USA. This is the first. This is the same lineup that started that first group stage game against Paraguay. Belgium beat Senegal late in extra time, and it was 2-2 at the end of regulation. Belgium advancing to the round of 16. Harry Kane scored twice in the second half to go ahead and give England a 2-1 come-from-behind win over DR Congo. They'll play Mexico, England will, in the round of 16. Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George is on the way back. 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. The Lakers have acquired Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 pick swaps, also signing him to a 4-year, $130 million deal.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number 2 here on the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on this Worship Wednesday. And the Odd Couple, hey, you can check us out on YouTube. That's right. We have our own channel. You can watch us live. You could be watching us right now, and you would see my very bright black and fluorescent jacket if you were watching on YouTube. That's right. Just search Odd Couple on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. When you do that, you can hit the thumbs up icon, comment away, let us know if you agree. Who's doing the best on the show? Check us out on the YouTube channel, and you can listen on the radio and watch us. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Antonio Daniels, he'll be joining us, of course, NBA champ, Sirius XM, NBA radio, Pelicans TV analyst, and, of course, Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst will be joining us, and one's got to go. So we have a very, very full hour coming up here on the Odd Couple. And the soccer is underway. And Alex, you're going to set us up here?
Who is Alex?
Alexa, I guess, right?
Alexa?
Alexa, tell me about
change
soccer.
His pronouns?
Soccer fans unite.
Lexi.
It's time for an exclusive Odd Couple presents the FIFA 2026
now this is much
World Cup
Elijah.
updates.
Is this unbelievable? Look at this. Have you seen this?
Rob, thank you for welcoming me. I am your update anchor,
Elijah.
Alexi.
You're a hidden talent. Thank you, Alexa.
Did you see that?
That was incredible.
Even your caricature that he did of you.
I just know because Elijah knows talent.
With the flowing hair and all that.
Oh, it's glorious. Almost as glorious as this game. Gents, it is now underway on the pitch. USA against Bosnia and Herzegovina. This game is supposed to be in our favor. It's supposed to be our tournament. It's supposed to be us. Why not us? Well,
why not?
Gents, before we can look forward to playing España, Belgium, whoever else it may be, we must look back at the greatest comeback I've ever seen in soccer history so far. Belgium was down 2-0. There were 5 minutes left in nay, you could say, unless the overweight lady sings. It's not over. Well, gents, I will say this. Not only did Senegal prove to me they are still not ready for this giant stage, they let it go, and Belgium got back-to-back goals. And in the last of the overtime that we were playing in, they got a penal before anybody else could get penals, and they won it. And it was a beautiful game. Same with Harry of Kane. Harry showed up. He showed us who he is. He got the 2 goals. And that's the most beautiful thing about England is that unless there's fish and chips, don't fry them yet, boys. They're still in this match. So now, what can we expect with USA? I will say this. If Bosnia scores first in this, I'm worried. Because USA is not a team that wants to play behind. They are too cocky, too arrogant, and they're not good at coming back. So, boys, this is the match of the day. Can they win it? And if they do win this game, I think it's safe to say we will make it to the quarterfinals. Back to you.
I think they'll get it done. I think, to your point, I think they'll score first. I think we'll put the pressure on them for sure. And one thing I'll give soccer credit for, boy, they don't play. When they say 5 o'clock, it ain't no extra fanfare. It is 5. It ain't
Nothing.
no 5:28.
I don't care.
In 28 seconds. They don't play around.
You got to use the restroom? Go. We're starting.
You better go because we are starting. We're going to walk you out with the little kids. And we're going to get ready to roll. Let's go. They don't play, Lexi.
Zero.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate the update there, man. I'm watching it now.
Appreciate it. How about watching this radio show as we do it? Rob G., the Lakers were busy today, making all kinds of moves now that LeBron has gone. But
yes.
There was one thing in particular that stood out, though.
Yes, the one thing in particular very much so stood out. The Lakers flush with cap space. Now they said goodbye to Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, most notably LeBron James. Spent that money and all their draft equity in a big way on Wednesday when they traded 2 first-rounders and 2 future pick swaps, more than Jaylen Brown got, in exchange for Walker Kessler, the big man out of Utah, only played 5 games last season, and they went and picked up another Caucasian individual out of Toronto. I can't even going to bother to say his name. His name's Mamu. But they picked up Quentin Grimes. They picked up Colin Sexton. But now all told, with Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Walker Kessler, Mamu, Jake LaRavia, the Lakers, I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something unique about what they got going on over there, Rob.
Little pasty.
White, huh?
Little pasty. You heard of tidy whities? No, I'm just like, wow. And you know what? It ain't just us, so I ain't even going to sit here and act like
they're going crazy with it.
All over the internet, whatever, like they're Kelvin, their potential starting 5. like people are looking at the Lakers going, like right now it looks like, Rob G. It's like a 5 white guys starting for the Lakers, right?
The Minneapolis
right now,
Lakers?
yes.
As of right now, go ahead, what'd you say?
The Minneapolis Lakers.
Yeah, they look like the Minneapolis Lakers when George Mikan was there. And I must say this. I never thought there would be a day where the Lakers would have more white players than the Ottawa Senators. I mean, I just cannot get over. And it stands out from this reason, and I don't care what anybody says. The NBA is about 75% black. It's just weird to see. I don't even know if the Utah Jazz ever had this many white starting players.
They told the 80s Celtics, hold my beer.
Yeah, I mean, I go back to this. I remember watching a game on CBS when the NBA was on CBS. Dick Stockton and Tommy Heinsohn were doing the game. And it's the end of the game. It's the Jazz against the Celtics. What do both of those have in common? Okay, so I'm already going to tell you. The Jazz and the Celtics. And it's a blowout. It's the end of the game. And both coaches empty the bench, and there are 5 against 5 all-white players playing on the court at the same time. And I give Tommy Heinsohn credit. He says, hit record on your VCR. You'll never see this again in the history of the NBA. 5 white guys playing against another 5 white guys in the NBA. And then today happened with the Lakers.
The Lakers told you history repeats itself, Rob. That's what they told you.
Kelvin, what was your reaction? I'm not. Where?
I used to joke. Me and Rob G used to talk about the tres leches. Rob G, they doubled it up on us. They said that ain't enough. No, it's interesting. I'm gonna be honest. I was shocked at how many people have gone crazy with it. Stephen A. Smith, your boy, made a whole thing on it.
Everybody's talked about it. Anybody, if you're an NBA fan, it would be the same thing. I just mentioned the Ottawa Senators. If they had if they had 5 brothers, 6 brothers on their team, right, and the goalie or whatever, people would be like, "What?
No, it's absolutely, and especially with a franchise that the stars for the most, you think about the Shaqs and the Kobes and the LeBrons and the ADs and and the Elgin Baylor. Obviously, there's Jerry West and things, but like that historically hadn't been the case. So I mean, and that was the joke with the Showtime Lakers. Kurt Rambis was like pretty much it. You know what I mean? So it's the complete contrast to the Showtime Lakers. They saying it's the Snowtime Lakers. So, yeah, but they've made a bunch of moves. Rob Pelinka, he's going crazy. You mentioned it earlier, Rob G. You said spinning it. It's like the Young Miami song. Spin that. Rob Pelinka spinning it. Rob, what you think of it? These moves that the Lakers made, I think it was all in like 40 minutes, back to back to back to back.
I just don't know what to make of it, and this is big. I think the Snowtime Lakers could be worse than the LeBron era with the one championship and the first. I don't know what to make of this with Luka and Austin Reeves and who's playing defense and all kinds of other stuff that's going to happen here. I don't know. I don't look at the moves today and think that the Lakers have moved up in any way. Did they wisely spend the money from LeBron? Do I feel that way? I really don't, Kelvin. I'd have to be proven wrong that they know what they're doing and they have a better grip on it. I just think it's a weird look today for the Lakers.
It is. Here's one. Okay, one area that I will say I'll give credit is the Lakers didn't do, and Rob G, as you, the resident Laker fan, they haven't done in 10 years or so, is just go get a name, Rob. You know how they do. Just go get, let's say they went and got James Harden because he, opted out and blah, blah, blah. Go get a Russell Westbrook. Go get a James Harden. Go get Carmelo Anthony. Go get, they kind of get guys where you just miss the best version of them. Deion Waiters, like, go get somebody with a name. That should work. And to their credit, they didn't do that. Austin Reeves, I believe, is the oldest player now. Like, he's what, 28-ish or something. So they got younger, they got talent, and they didn't just simply do just go get a name out there to appease Laker fans because, look, we got some name we can throw up on the marquee along with Luka. So I'll give them credit for that because they've made a history of doing that.
I don't give them credit. That's what this team is built. It was always about stars here.
No, I'm not talking about the Luka. I'm talking about the secondary. The last 10 years, they keep getting that guys who are too late. That's why I said the Carmelos and the Westbrook. They're getting guys with big names but too late. They didn't do that this time. They got some young guys with talent.
Okay,
I'll give them credit for that. Now, do I think this automatically made them better? Absolutely not, because they also got some guys, Rob, who haven't played competitive basketball where it mattered. Kessler, people have been wanting him for the last couple of years. He only played 5 games this past year, and he's been up in Utah where they've been getting their tank on like the R&B singer. And they haven't played meaningful basketball in I don't know how long. So, we'll see what that looks like when it actually matters. Sexton hasn't really had a bunch of meaningful basketball. So, to me, you're getting guys that it's like, all right, let's see what it looks like when it matters, because that's the only thing that matters with Luka, right? Is high playoffs and having deep playoff runs. That's the only thing that matters with Luka. So, Luka, all right, you wanted a center, you got it. You didn't want Giannis, you got Austin Reeves. He never really said much about LeBron. He said that's always great playing with LeBron, but I would imagine you want that gone, that era, so you can have your team, you can be the lead. You got it. So now the clock starts for Luka. I don't think this team will be better than last year. I don't expect some deep playoff run at all, Rob. I think Kessler's a good pickup, but I'm not big on DeAndre Ayton. They kept him. The guys that I like, that Luke Kennard played great for them in the postseason, had a few great games. He's gone. Marcus Smart was fantastic. Absolutely. I wish he'd go back to Detroit. Marcus Smart was great for them in the postseason. He had the best plus minus. He's gone. And then now Rui, who had another fantastic playoff. Rui was a historic three-point shooter for them. And Rui's gone. So just those 3 guys alone, Rui, Marcus Smart, Kennard, I'm like, Sexton, Grimes, and Mamu, is that better? Because I'll give you the Kessler. I'll give you that. Is that better? I don't think so. And obviously Kessler isn't better than LeBron. I don't give a dang how big he is. So they're making moves. I'll credit them for being younger and not just getting washed up big names like they've done. But that's about all I got for you, Rob. I didn't walk away from this wild. I didn't walk away from this like, ooh.
I hate the wait and see situation. I do. I really don't like that. But I just can't look at this team and say they're going to be this or that. I really can't. I mean,
Elijah, for those who are laughing on radio, we're on YouTube. Elijah just put up a picture of the Minneapolis Lakers.
But wow.
I thought it was them. Maybe it was the 2020.
No, that's the 2027
Lakers.
Yeah, that's the Lakers.
Is that the Namono? There go Luka.
They just happen to put it in black and white. Yeah.
Mamu. Reeves.
Unbelievable.
That's hilarious.
Hey, but you've heard of we do have a new song to debut here on The Odd Couple.
Today, but what we got?
A day, but you know the old show that used to come on NBC, Showtime at the Apollo.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we got a new show that's going to be playing in Los Angeles starting in basketball season. Here we go.
Tonight, from the village of Harlem in New York City, the world-famous Apollo Theater, where dreams are born and legends are made, is proud to present It's Showtime at the Apollo.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto, starring Luka, also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball.
You're nuts. You are nuts, yo.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto. Tonight, it's Snowtime at the Crypto. It's
nuts.
Snowtime.
I mean, they gotta run. You gotta run with it, right? If you're the Lakers, like you gotta
run with it.
You just gotta run with it.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto. And there you go. They could have Vanilla
Is Kiki
Cone
Shepard
night.
coming? Rest in peace, the real one.
Yes.
But they gonna have the Kiki Shepard right there. Rub the rock, the stone when they come out.
Very nice.
Oh boy, yeah, it's funny. Rob G, you're quiet. You're the Laker fan.
Yes.
What you?
Rob G,
are you
he's
turned
out.
up
Rob
about
G's
it?
out. He's
You
mad.
in on this?
I love the Snowtime Lakers.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? No, I mean, we'll see. I hate that they gave up all of their draft picks and all of their salaries for three guys, three Caucasian individuals who historically don't really win too well in the NBA. So, all we're doing is they compared Luka Doncic to Larry Bird back in the day. Might as well recreate the 80 Celtics.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Wow.
Do you like Kessler? Do you like Mamu? Do you like Grimes?
I had never heard of Mamu before today, so that's a bad job by me. But Walker Kessler, at a minimum, he's 7'2", 260. And
he can block some shots. He's a rim protector. I'll give him that.
If you're going to maximize Luka Doncic, that's what he said he wanted, might as well give it to him. But if I've known that Jaylen Brown was going for 2 first-round picks, I'd rather have him. But, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I know,
No
right?
doubt.
Do you think they made that call? Like, did they miss that?
Maybe.
My goodness.
All right. 877-99 on Fox is our telephone number. And
Rob G did not sell me as a Laker
are
fan. He
these
didn't sell me, Rob G.
new-look Lakers set up for success around Luka Doncic? It's Snowtime at the Crypto. One more time.
We're about to have a whole season of that.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto. It's Snowtime, no doubt. We'll continue the conversation next with you. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Where we deliver on The Odd Couple insight, not noise, and we do debut some songs every so often. It's Snowtime at the Crypto. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox.
Nuts.
It is The Odd Couple, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
To know exactly who the all-whites are in L.A.
Starring Luka. Also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball.
You know who else feeling good? Maybe the country of Canada, more specifically Toronto. They got their old thing back. They went and got Boo back. They spun the block, Rob G.
That's big facts. LeBron James ain't the only Los Angeles resident who's dipping out of town. Kawhi Leonard has officially been traded back to the Toronto Raptors for a package headlined by Brandon Ingram, former Laker, a couple of first-round pick swap, and other stuff. Long story short, though, the sixth god is back, Kawhi Leonard, with the Raptors.
Even Drake out here tweeting and Instagramming about it back. You know, they got a little beef or whatever going on. This is an interesting move because I think we talk about it. People are kind of over Kawhi and the time here and just the play, not play. But one thing he did was be spectacular last year. Got to give him credit where it's due. He played great. He was averaging 28 a game. He was second team All-NBA, played the most games Robbie had played in some years. So I'll give him that he was great for when he was able to play for the Clippers. And now if you're looking at what this in Toronto, where obviously the Knicks would say we're the reigning champs, we're the toast of the town, toast of the East, Toronto made a nice move where all of a sudden you're kind of like, all right, whatever, because LeBron's the big news of the day, or, oh, my gosh, Ja Morant here, and, oh, Giannis down in Miami. Well, they snuck that in where you look and you go, with this roster, with a team last year that performed, obviously made the postseason, made an additional round, and now you look at them and you go, you're subtracting Brandon Ingram for Kawhi Leonard, who is a better player than Kawhi. We know that. You're tying him in with R.J. Barrett, who's come to form out there in Toronto. Scotty Barnes, one of the top, 12, 15 best players in the league. Emmanuel Quickley and some other guys they have on this team. Colin Murray, Boyles. All of a sudden, to me, I'm looking at it as far as a fit, Rob. That's a better fit and a better style of ball to me than what's going on in Miami. Miami's got a bunch of bigs. Miami's need shooters. They need wing players, and they don't have that. Again, this is as me today, Tuesday, June 30th. I don't know what's going to happen in a few hours or tomorrow. But Toronto has a better roster, and Toronto's going to be one of those teams, sneaky teams, similarly to how they were the year they won it. I don't think they'll be that good because everybody was a little younger in their prime. But they've got some nice pieces, and you added a Kawhi Leonard. Now, if Kawhi can just play 60 games, be healthy, be ready for the playoffs, that's a great pickup for them in the East that's wide open. Aside from the Knicks, we don't know what the Pistons are doing. Jalen Duren this place, and they need shooters. Tobias Harris is gone. We don't know what the Pistons are going to be doing. You don't know exactly what Indiana's are. They just automatically going to bounce back? We haven't heard anything about Halliburton. We don't know. Milwaukee's not going to be anything. We know that. Miami still's got some issues. Is Jaylen Brown with the Celtics or not? That's a great pickup for the Raptors in a conference where things are in flux and they got a chance to compete. If he's locked in healthy, he's away from the noise, he's away from the investigation, he's in another whole country where he don't got to worry about, the media the way we do here.
He's not cleared? What are you talking about?
What I'm saying, where he's not like playing for the team where every single day he's got to answer questions. Hey, he had a great game tonight, but what about this investigation? He's going to be in Toronto. People out there aren't going to care, and he'll be away from that. And he's not in the spotlight of L.A.
He might
of
get
New York.
Suspended.
But you get what I'm saying. If you're on the team in L.A. where the investigation happened with your owner and your team, that's a question you have to field and answer often. Whereas if you're in Toronto, literally couldn't get any further away.
I just can't. I got to admit, I'm not as excited as you are about Toronto, even with Kawhi.
We weren't excited this year. I'll give you, like, nobody thinks about it.
I saw the movie already. This makes me scratch my head. This is just, I guess, the financial thing. I don't to go backwards and go back to a team where you won and to go pay the high taxes of Canada and all that. I'm shocked that's, you know what I mean? Other than Rob G, can you get on and speak up about the money part of it? I mean, because this has to be a money grab for Kawhi. I can't understand why he would want to go back there.
I do though. If he's still going to play in the NBA, Kawhi don't want to be with New York and LA anymore, and all this media and everybody. He wants to go away, duck away, familiarity. I'm familiar there. That'll be a place that welcomes me. The highest thing they've ever had is a championship.
But you were already there, and you can never do what you just did already there.
Why can't he though?
And you can, because they're not winning a championship.
Dude, Scotty Barnes. The fact that he might not even have to be their best player is huge. Scotty Barnes might be their best player. Now, Kawhi is on paper as we see it here today, but Scotty Barnes might be. R.J. Barrett is a really good player. Emmanuel Quickley, they got some pieces there. And again, the key thing for me to
what? When you say that, what are your
I'm telling you why.
I'm
saying the East is open. Sports Radio. Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Hey. On a Worship Wednesday, DJ Ali Alex on the ones and twos. AD Antonio Daniels is going to join us here shortly, chop it up with him with all the NBA moves and all the action that's happened over the last couple of days. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Also, One's Got to Go on the way as well. Little, what do we want to call it? Little random entertainment at certain venues. I'll explain a little bit later, more on that a little bit later. Let's get to some calls, Rob. All right. The Lakers make some moves. They're calling them the Snowtime Lakers. What do you like it? You in on it? You like Kessler and Sexton and Mamu and all these big Grimes, these pickups? Are you with it? It's not enough? Does it move the needle? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
How about Q in Arizona? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Q?
Random entertainment.
Hey, Q, turn your radio down. What you got?
You forgot to turn down the radio.
Hey, listen. I was like, oh, thank you so much. LeBron is gone. I can breathe now. And then we got the Snowtime Lakers. I said, what the hell is going on? Wait. Hold on. What we got going on?
It's shocking to everybody.
He is taking it back. Yo, he is.
I said, wait. I said, does Donald Trump got something to do with this?
Oh, there we go. He's the general manager now.
You're fired.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, that's wild. Thank you for the call, yo.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto, starring Luka, also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball.
No extra time. Can't give y'all extra time.
There you go. Troy in Memphis. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Troy?
Hey, man, guys, enjoying your show, man. The video coordinator from the Utah Jazz needs to be moved from the second bench to the front bench with the coaches that put him in the third seat. Walker Kessler only played 5 games, but the ESPN highlights, this guy's looking like an all-star. So this video coordinator did a hell of a job coming up with enough footage to make Walker Kessler look like an all-star. That guy deserves the video coordinator for the Utah Jazz deserves a promotion.
That's actually funny.
That is.
Making it look like, they got the return of peak Bill Walton out here in these streets. No, that's a good pickup, though. I think that's a good pickup. I mean, listen, he's going to be better than DeAndre Ayton, that's for sure. Which is going to be interesting to see if he's just going to be happy with the backup position or what they're going to do with him, man. All right. We're going to get to Mark Martin right now because we got AD on the other side. Martin Weiss. Going to get you.
You said Martin?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
29th minute. The first half, round of 32 knockout game for Team USA is scoreless. Bosnia's had 2 corner kicks. Both of them obviously didn't find the back of the net. They've looked a little better so far, but Team USA now in possession of the ball, trying to get this, trying to score and win their first knockout game in quite some time. Canada did earlier. I'm sorry, not Canada. What am I talking about? England did earlier today. They'll play Mexico in the round of 16. England beating DR Congo in the 2-1 comeback win. Senegal eliminated from Belgium after they found the back of the net in a penalty kick and extra time. That one was 2-2 at the end of regulation. In the NBA, Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. Lakers acquiring Walker Kessler for the Utah Jazz for 2 unprotected first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps. Lakers signing Kessler to a 4-year, $130 million deal. Memphis Grizzlies trading Santi Aldama to the Dallas Mavericks for A.J. Johnson and 2 draft picks. Tobias Harris leaving Detroit, going to sign a 2-year, $31 million contract with the Spurs. Mitchell Robinson leaving New York to sign a 3-year, $47 million contract with the Celtics, and Norman Powell leaving the Heat, 2 years, $45 million to Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, the Cubs beat the Padres 23-3 earlier today. Dansby Swanson with 8 RBI, 3 home runs, and a grand slam. Games live right now. Philly doubling up Pittsburgh 8-4 in the 5th inning. Atlanta has a 2-1 lead over St. Louis in the 5th. Tampa Bay 2-0 over Kansas City in the 4th. And Minnesota 2-0 over Houston. That one's just in the bottom of the 1st inning. Fellas, back to you.
All right, appreciate you, Martin. It is the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on the Worship Wednesday. And also on the Worship Wednesday, somebody who I know will appreciate it is AD, Antonio Daniels, NBA champ, SiriusXM NBA radio, Pelicans TV color analyst, Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst. Was being one of the world's great dads as well yesterday. AD, what's up, bro?
What a league.
I know, right?
League, huh? What
I know.
A league. Oh my Lord! What's going on, man? What's going on, fellas?
Well, first we got to stay here because we got a song for you that we debuted a little bit ago about the Lakers and what they were able to do.
Oh my God! So this is a Rob Parker song.
You already know, AD. Here
we go.
You already know.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto, starring Luka, also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball. They went from Showtime to Snowtime real quick. Wow. Their projected starting lineup.
Wait. Did you say the Pasty Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got issues, man. You got issues.
And this is what happens, AD, when he gets an extra 15 minutes.
Yes.
These guys are very good at their jobs. But sometimes it's just certain decisions are difficult to understand. You know what I mean? Like, in what world? Like, and again, number one, congratulations to Walker Kessler for betting on himself. Right? For betting on himself. But in what world is Walker Kessler worth $130 million?
It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
In what world is that the best deal that you can get for Jaylen Brown? In what world? And I know they lost leverage. I know they lost leverage when they did not acquire Giannis because everybody in the league knew then that the relationship was broken, and they lost leverage then. But with all due respect, Brad Stevens is very good at his job. He is a very smart young man. And you're telling me the best offer that you got for Jaylen Brown was a 34-year-old Paul George and 2 first-round picks?
Listen, if I would have gave up Austin. I'd have been on the phone with I'll give you man for man. Give me Jaylen, I'll give you Austin Reeves.
I don't understand it. For the life of me, I don't understand it. And you traded him in the same division to a conference rival.
It doesn't make sense. You don't see that
often. Who just beat you.
Right. Who just ousted you from the playoffs.
Well, let me ask you this. Jaylen Brown moving forward. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. He's a talented basketball player. We know that. Won a championship, finals MVP. There's a lot to like. Last year, without Tatum, they were right in the thick of things, and he was in the MVP conversation. Mm-hmm. But there's some other stuff there that has to be like there's always seems something to be some issue. Even the Stephen A. stuff was just like, really, you're a basketball player making $70 million, $60 million, $70 million. You're bothered by a reporter or?
Well, I disagree with that, man.
Okay.
I disagree with that, Rob. I disagree with that. Like, why should the amount of money that you're making prevent you from defending your own name?
Because you can defend your name. You can do that and have that conversation. I don't think it made him look any better. It's just like when LeBron made it public.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's the thing about it, Rob. Here's the thing about it. I understand exactly what you're saying, but it never makes you look any better when you're that guy, no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. I rarely respond to people via social media when they're trying to take shots because there's no way I can come out looking like a good guy there. Right. So I've learned just to let it all go, period. Let it all go. But again, I'm 51 years old.
You can have and I get it. You can have a conversation. I've been in this business for 40 years.
No.
I've been in this business for 40 years.
No, you can't. You can't.
And I'm going to tell you, there are ways that you could have those kind of things and try to figure something out. And I'm just talking about a conversation. I'm not talking about trying to change anybody's opinion. And it's just somebody's opinion. This isn't math, Antonio. This is an opinion. Math, 2 and 2 is 4, no matter who's doing the math.
Subject.
Okay?
It was my favorite
Am
subject.
I right?
No
matter who's doing
subjective.
it. Exactly. But when you talk about talent and who you like and you could go to the cows come home, have a conversation, because there is no right answer. There is none. It's just your opinion based on what you believe is important. Some people believe winning is the ultimate. Some people think stats are the, you know what I mean? So everybody has a different way of looking at it.
Kelvin, it's not the conversation. It's how the conversation's had. And I've said this before. I have said this before. For me, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's fine. But being entitled to your opinion and the way you express your opinion and not expecting people to respond is something different. That's different.
That happens.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, I think that's what happens when we get a lot of – when somebody will say, you're a superstar, you're big, why does that matter? I think if we – underlining, I get Rob's point, but people forget, these dudes are humans. And they go home and they've had enough, and you're the straw that broke the camel's back. I've been hearing it all day from everybody. And then whoever that last person, I finally lost it. And that happens a lot. But let me ask you this, getting back to the hoop side of things. What does that do for Philly? Where do you rate them? And also tie that in with Kawhi Leonard now in Toronto.
For me, right now, and again, we don't know chemistry. I am all about fit. I am all about skill set. I'm all about fit. For me right now, that puts Philly possibly in the top spot in the Eastern Conference. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a huge upgrade because it's not just the addition of Jaylen Brown. It's the addition of Jaylen Brown with Maxey and B.J. Edgecombe, right? It's the addition of Jaylen Brown with Maxey, B.J. Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid. So when Joel Embiid's not out, you have a guy there that is accustomed to shouldering the offensive responsibility for an entire season and an entire playoff. Because we just watched Jaylen Brown do it to the tune of being in the top 5 of the MVP conversation.
You also saw them give up a 3-1 lead.
I feel like this is a huge upgrade for Philly. Huge.
Well, any deal where you're or getting rid of Paul George, I don't know how you can't look at yourself as a winner. I'm shocked.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you think was Brad Stevens' thought process here?
I think he's excited. I think they're overvaluing Mitchell Robinson. And so they're saying we got the big, we got an inside press, we got some toughness there. And then I think he's looking at Paul George from a glass half full. If he's anything like
I don't even think it has anything to do with those players. I think he wanted to get rid of Jaylen Brown, that they had just had enough.
But if that's the case,
I'm just saying because I really believe that it's that.
I agree with you. But you can't tell me that that's the best deal that they could have got for Jaylen Brown.
Well, but Jaylen Brown to make $70 million or whatever it is, I don't know how many teams could absorb it. I really don't. Tell me what the other deals were that somebody else could have absorbed that, is what I'm asking you.
But AD,
seriously, AD, give me a name of another team.
We'll talk later, Rob.
Okay. All right.
You must know some things.
You know something I don't know.
They could have waited. AD, is it possible? I thought they would make this move because I just thought it become too toxic. I thought it was just to the point where I just have to go. I thought they had to.
It was at the point of no return.
Yes, and I've been saying that, but I'm wondering, could they have waited till, the start of the season? Somebody's feeling like we're a contender or we need a superstar, and you just wait a little bit because the Paul George and a couple picks is just it's mind-boggling. And they didn't even get the Clippers picks in it. They got the Sixers picks, which should be lower picks, so they should be better.
Right. So I don't. The thing is, I think it came to a point where if you're Brad Stevens, you just wanted to get rid of Jaylen Brown for whatever reason. Because, like you said, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Once it's out, it's out. And I felt like they were past the point of no return. And it feels, again, maybe Brad Stevens knows something I don't, but it feels rushed. This feels rushed to me. Like, oh, okay, well, let's just go ahead and get it done. Let's just go ahead and knock it out.
All right. Hey, but we don't have that much time, but I want to know LeBron and are you hearing anything? Where do you expect him to go? Is it Cleveland? Is he going to the Golden Gate guys? Is he going to San Francisco?
For me, I feel like for me, if I'm LeBron, I'm going to Cleveland. And you know why I'm going to Cleveland? Because it's in the Eastern Conference, and it puts me in a better position to get back to the NBA championship. Because if you go to Golden State and you join Draymond Green and Steph Curry, you're still not beating Oklahoma City, and you're still not beating San Antonio, and you're still not beating Minnesota, and you're still not beating Denver. So going to Golden State, like, it's great, like, by names, and it's going to sell a ton of tickets. It's going to sell a whole lot of tickets. It's going to sell a whole lot of seats. But are they going to win? What team, if LeBron James went to Golden State, would you say that they're better than in the Western Conference?
I'd take them over the Lakers.
Well, that's not saying a whole lot. I agree.
I'm just saying, AD. My only pushback on you, AD, I think your logic makes sense. I do think the Warriors will be better than more people think, if we're assuming everybody's healthy. The only issue I would have, and you know this, I know this, as parents, I don't know if he wants to be that far away from his wife and daughter. And I think it makes a lot of sense for him to be
yes.
And I think it makes a lot of sense for him to be up in the Golden State. Why not? I said it like this, AD. At this point, he's doing side quests. I done played with my son. I done played in both conferences. I'm just check. And now I get to play with Steph and Draymond, one of my good friends, and bring back AD.
It's not about winning the championship then. So then it's not about putting yourself in the best position. Can you imagine the starting five in Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, LeBron James, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen?
On paper, that looks good. On paper looks great. I don't think he wants to go back to Dan Gilbert, and I don't think he wants to.
He went back already. He already went back to Dan Gilbert.
To win for the prodigal son. I took care of that. I'm done with it. All right, AD, we're up against it, man. We'll see. This is going to be interesting. Still off season, like you mentioned, man. A lot of people love it. This is what some of the favorite part of the season is the off season. AD, appreciate you as always.
For sure. Appreciate it, fellas.
All right,
no doubt. Hey, on the way, Rob, one's got to go. And special surprise performances at certain venues. We'll explain what we mean. It's the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
Rob G, there's a little question mark and comments coming up about LeBron going to join Steph in San Francisco. And what would that mean for both careers? Because Steph has won 4 championships during the quote-unquote LeBron era. Would you say that? And LeBron has won 4 championships in the LeBron era.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And according to Paulie Market, Kalshi, friends of the show, folks in Vegas, even though LeBron James and Rich Paul are maintaining this is going to be an open recruitment, he hasn't made any decisions about where he's going to play, that he's open to all comers. All he wants to do is love basketball and have a chance to win a championship. Almost everybody agrees that it comes down to one of 3 options. It's either back in Cleveland, the king comes home for a 3rd time.
Well, I told you we only recognize one king on this
That's
show.
the Burger King.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like Jesus or something.
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus, okay.
He's king?
Well, yeah, King of Kings.
Okay.
And Lord of Lords, though. You're right.
Lord of Lord. That's where I'm going. Lord is higher
Rob's
than
been in
the
his
king.
Bible. We know that.
We
exactly.
know that. He already told me he come to church with me. Not this Sunday. I got too much
And
family
you know
stuff
what?
on.
I had to prop open the screen door, and I'm just saying.
Yeah? At the church? Not this church. This ain't that.
Once Rob saw the Venmo QR code, he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, they do have the Venmo QR code. You would love it. They don't ask you for no offerings.
Yeah, they want money. What are you
No,
talking
they don't
about?
ask you.
They just expect
It's just like, yeah, like you just, do it if you can. If you can't, you can't. It's not like come on now, please, you ain't leaving
Come on, man. I grew up in those churches.
I did too.
Kidding?
And they'll shut the door.
They shut the door. You be like, hold on, no, they ain't just shut the door. Can I get a you in the blue pull over? You got $100. Put you on blast. You like, dang, I don't know if I had 100 on me, but all right. No, you was joking. Don't worry about it. You come to church, man. I ain't worried about
So it's either gonna be.
I'm gonna make it.
It's either gonna be Cleveland.
Cleveland.
It's gonna be Miami. Now they got Giannis, and Pat Riley said he'll leave the door open with a key under the mat in case he wants to come through.
Why you got to keep going? Back to places.
That's what they said. And last but not least, the one that all the Vegas insiders, the Kalshi analytic people, believe that it's gonna end up ultimately in the Bay Area with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. No Anthony Davis, but a new big three, the Expendables Part 2, Las Vegas of the NBA. LeBron and Steph together with the Warriors. Friends of Kalshi put the odds up, or not the odds, they put the numbers up. And according to them, not odds, my mistake. Don't fire me. The Golden State Warriors have a 45% chance of being LeBron James' next team. Second would be the Cleveland Cavaliers at 29%, which means if you bet $100 on Golden State, you'd win out just under $214. So they expect it to happen.
That sounds about right. I might put a little, let me see what my
100 and you get 214?
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see what my Kalshi account talking about.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's the question.
What's the question?
If they end up teaming up as everybody expects, including the folks at Kalshi, does it say more about LeBron or does it say more about Steph?
You know my answer. It says more about LeBron because he's done this before. He went to Dwayne Wade's team. Mm-hmm. He's always going to join somebody else. And I think that looks bad in that LeBron could not. And when he has had people come join him, it hadn't worked out. Mm-hmm. Westbrook, Melo, we could go on for a couple. Anthony Davis did get up the championship, and they were able to make that happen. But to go to Steph's team, and again, I get Draymond trying to help LeBron because he's already helped him win one championship. So I could see where Draymond would want to help.
Why y'all don't ever put that on Steph?
But
two-time MVP.
But Steph Curry, why would you want to help LeBron or have LeBron come to your team? I don't get. It's different from Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant haven't won anything. He's not in really a competition with Steph Curry. Would you agree?
Yeah.
If Steph Curry were to win, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I played in the LeBron James era. I won 5 championships in 15 years, and LeBron won 4 in 30 years, or whatever it's going to wind up being. You get my point.
Right.
So I think for Steph, I don't think it's as big of a knock as it would be for LeBron because LeBron's considered that guy in that conversation. Steph's not in that conversation.
The reason I reverse it, I don't think it's a knock on Steph. I think it's a compliment to Steph. I think Steph, people view him of what we talked about with Kobe. God bless the dead. People weren't trying to play with Kobe. People love Kobe. People respect Kobe. When you hear all his peers talk about him, who's the best player you ever played? Man, Kobe Bean, man, Kobe. It was Bean, man. He just was there. But guys weren't signing up big time names. Obviously, if you're a role player, you're going wherever the flow is.
They really didn't want to play with Kobe.
That's the fact. It is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday, Fox Sports Radio. It's your boys, Rob and Kelvin. Thank you to AD for joining us as always. Great to chop it up with him, per usual. And we're getting ready to get to ones that got to go. Rob G, I'm having a little issues right now on my phone. I'm trying to get to what you told me to read. In 1 second, a little technical difficulties.
No, you having issues?
Yeah, I know. I'm having a little technical difficulties right now. I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second to do what I got to do. All right, here we go. I'm back. Check it out. Trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people, trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted during the World Cup. Help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more. Paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. So make sure you pay attention to that. Some serious business going on right now. All right, Rob, let's get to it. It's time for ones. Gotta go.
Hard decisions. So 5's a crowd. Is that what I'm playing in here? 5's an uneven number.
I heard a little shop talk there.
Hear me out. Yeah, a little shop talk a little early. That's all. I heard it too. All right, let's get to this. One's got man ain't nobody exist. One's got to go. So this is in honor of, if you've ever seen, a lot of people have been laughing and having a good time at the SeaWorld event. So SeaWorld has been basically the last 2 or 3 years, Rob, they realized, yeah, the number's down a little bit. How else can we get people here in our summer throughout the summer? They started these summer concert series where they have Fat Joe, they have Soulja Boy, they have all these people come out and perform. So families bring coming out, and then the adults get to have fun because it's a concert. Now, some of the mamas is getting carried away, Rob. They twerking a little too much with the kids there. If you've seen the videos, they have a little too much fun throwing it out there. But with that being said, it got me to thinking. I said to myself, random events that you're hanging out at, and you all of a sudden get a pop-up performance that you had no idea expected. Which one has to go? Like, I ain't here for that. You're on a cruise ship, and next thing you know, Keith Sweat is performing, or Nelly's performing on the cruise. You had no idea. You go down there on the bottom, on the deck, and all of a sudden Nelly's performing. Cruise ship, or a place like a SeaWorld or an amusement park. An NBA game on a regular Tuesday night, not some big playoff performance where you know somebody might come. Just you and a couple homies go to a game, and it's a halftime performance. Or at a fair, you're there during the county fair, you're having fun, whatever, you and a date, you and a family, and all of a sudden you see somebody performing. Which one are you saying, no, I ain't in the mood for that right now. I'm here for this. I don't need to see MC Hammer performing.
Rob G?
Martin, Rob G, Alex.
I'll tell you, the answer is the fair. Because I'm there for the glizzies. I ain't there to go see Keith Sweat. I ain't there to see Fat Joe.
That sounds like
and I've been to SeaWorld enough times to know you can see the whole park like in 3 hours. So if I got time for that, I'll see Trina throw it back on me one time for 45 minutes. That'd be cool.
I second the fair because if you're ranking like quality of act booked, fair, you're probably going to end up with the lowest quality act, right?
Ray J?
I mean, you said it. You know,
it's the FBI director's girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, at that fair.
Hold on, what you talking about, Rob? Martin, what are you talking about?
Listen, I got lost in translation.
Chris, at least Chris got it.
Chris got it. Thank you, Chris.
I wasn't sure if that was Chris Broussard or a SeaWorld dolphin.
Dolphin?
Shout out to Flipper.
Dolphin,
Alex, where you at? Don't
Sorry,
be looking
I'm watching
for that Flipper,
this game
Alex.
right now. Belligan's trying to look like he's world class.
Bro, Flo Belligan's the best soccer player in the world.
He's incredible.
That's not that didn't count. What happened? It looks like they scored.
No, he missed.
Nah, Rob.
Offside,
he's just a little too close.
Okay.
Nah, he had his chance. But I'll say this. Not only do I think the place has to just be a race, but I would hate to watch a concert there too. SeaWorld. Like, I just still don't get the concept. Even when I was a kid, I was like, oh, okay, so we're just going to take these things out of their habitat, put them in a little cage, neglect them, mistreat them, and then try to wonder why they're taking people underwater and not letting them go. Interesting. Yeah, I'd love to have T-Pain pop up there for a concert too. That'd be great.
Yeah, Well, I mean, that's what they've been doing a lot too. I'm going with the fair as well, just because it's not. I'm not there. I'm usually obviously I'm there with the fam, the kids, and anybody got time to be standing around. More people trying to get in my way. I'm walking around trying to get my funnel cake, my elephant ear, whatever I'm trying to get. So yeah, I'll pass on the fair. And Martin, you brought up a great point. The act. Now, I have been surprised at some NBA games with some people, you don't have a clue what's going on at halftime. You get a little MC Hammer. You get a little, little Luda or something performing at halftime. Those are always kind of cool, the unexpected one in NBA games. I'm all right with that.
All right, I'm just going to make an announcement. I've been mad at Rob G for about 9 months, and today,
for what?
It doesn't matter. And today, I'm going to give him a present. So there you go. It's 9 months. I've been mad at Rob G, and now he's going to get a gift coming up.
Okay, I'm so confused.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah, we want to hear that. This is a great tease because I know you've been acting up for 9 months, but now I got to understand what this daggone gift is.
Whatever.
What did he do to deserve it? 9 months. You got a whole baby.
We are Buckmore.
Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Flo Balogun found the back of the net late in the first half to give the United States a 1-0 lead over Bosnia. That's at the half right now, getting ready for the second half to start. Erstwhile in the World Cup, Belgium advanced on a penalty kick late in extra time to beat Senegal and advance to the round of 16. So did England after Harry Kane had 2 goals in the second half to come from behind over DR Congo. In the NBA, the Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. They get back Paul George, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks. The Lakers acquiring Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz for 2 first-round picks unprotected and 2 first-round pick swaps. They'll sign with Kessler to a 4-year, $130 million deal. The Memphis Grizzlies trading Santi Aldama to the Dallas Mavericks, getting back A.J. Johnson, a 2030 first-round pick, and 2 future seconds. I'm Martin Weiss.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number 3.
Number 3.
Here on the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And guess what? Check us out on our YouTube channel. That's right. You can watch us live right now on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR and hit that subscribe button. After that, you could also hit the thumbs up icon or comment away. That's right. It is the Odd Couple. Check us out on YouTube. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget, coming up in about 28 minutes, Mark Funky Cole Medina. Rob G, give us some, first we want to catch up on the soccer, 1-0, right?
Yeah, 1-0 USA over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Am I right?
Ooh.
Close?
So far off.
Dang it. Either way, we're winning. Go America. God bless the red, white, and blue today, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 at halftime. USA 1 half away from moving on to the round of 16. But we do got some YouTubians weighing in, guys. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we want to do that.
What they saying?
Just quickly, the YouTube numbers this week have been incredible. Like, by far, I was talking to Elijah earlier, the highest live chat numbers we've ever had.
Really?
Shout out to LeBron James for helping us out with that, number one.
Was it that, or is it me and Kelvin?
It definitely was not you guys.
We never get any credit for anything. It's unbelievable.
It's Monty and LeBron James. That's who's
Monty
doing
hasn't
it.
been here this week.
That's right. No Monty.
But we got some comments here.
NBA is king. I know football. NBA is king, man. When it comes to
really,
content.
when it comes to social media, especially, it's the one sport that galvanizes the haters like nothing else.
I agree.
And just some comments here.
It's just easier because there's less guys. So you know what I mean.
And the storylines are more obvious, it seems like, because football, there's so many things that you don't know other than the quarterbacks.
And the football is the same 4 quarterbacks that they talk about over and over.
Yeah, it's not much to talk about. It's just you know if your team sucks, then there's nothing to talk about. Your team, like if you're the Raiders.
Damn it.
Like, my bad, Rob G.
Yeah.
If Jared Goff's your quarterback, you're not winning the Super Bowl. Oh, go ahead.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's the best part about Rob. He gets to not have a team, so can't nobody say that.
exactly.
I don't have
You
a
know
team.
what I mean?
I'm a reporter. I went to journalism school.
You
Go
ain't
check it out.
reporting no nothing no more.
I
don't want to hear about it.
I'm at the
Aaron
ballpark.
Judge. Oh, you're
I'm
right.
at the
Never mind, Rob G.
ballpark all the time.
We got to make fun.
I'm a reporter.
We got to make fun of the Yankees.
I'm not
That's
sitting
it.
there.
It's
I'm not sitting there every morning reading copy that somebody else wrote.
Hey, Rob G, we get to make fun of the Yankees that fit in there. He was sick about that.
That's right. All the errands. But yeah,
All the errands.
some comments coming in right here. Arizona Ron, friend of the show, puts in, man, Rob hilarious AF. He needs to hop on Nightcap one time for the fun time. I need to hear uncensored Rob. No, you do not.
Yes, you do.
You do not need to hear that.
Rob G, you heard it.
He will get fired
You
so
heard me
fast
in
if we get
Vegas.
uncensored. Yes. We do not need that on a national platform in any kind.
Yeah, Rob G. I mean, Rob, we trying to keep you employed 4 more years, bro. If you get on there and he go, come on now, Rob, tell me, Rob, what you think about that? And then you gonna get on there and start saying some crazy stuff. You gonna get on there.
And then Reaction Nation says, watch out for the Celtics. Percocet P revenge season loading.
Oh, my. Percocet
is
P.
crazy.
I mean, I don't know what he was on. I don't think it was the perks, but I know he was on something.
And for people
He
who
was
did
on
not hear our debut of the new song about the Lakers.
It's on the podcast. We don't have to.
We got to play it one more time for everybody to hear it. People are just joining in. They're just getting off of work.
We want to hear this. They want to hear it.
And Rob G, come in here while the song is playing so I could give you this gift that I've been holding for 9 months because I didn't want to give it to you. But I'm going to give it to you now.
So ridiculous. How you going to be mad a whole pregnancy? Make it make sense.
Because now the baby's delivered. All right, go ahead, Alex. You going to play it? It's Snowtime at the Crypto, starring Luka, also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball.
That's mad fun.
There you go. It's Snowtime at the Crypto.
That
sounds pretty good. Right, it's Snowtime at the Crypto. All right, can you get Rob G Elijah in this picture, in the video? Where you want to wipe out Kelvin for right now? Just can you swipe Kelvin away?
You can wipe me out. I'll just look.
Elijah, is he there? Maybe he's doing something.
He's trying to get a perfect shot where he can get all three of us.
All right. Anyway, I have the podcast Inside the Parker. Rob G is the producer of it, and he does a yeoman's job. And I've been on the road a lot. He's been doing a lot of hard work. So I have something for you. Here it is.
This will be good. All right, let's see what this is.
Woo! Wow! But it's sewn in. It's very nice, right? Does that fit? Is it too big? That'll fit, right?
I could shank a lot of golf balls wearing this.
There you go. Inside the Parker, which drops tomorrow, right?
Check it out.
That's right. Check it out. There you go. See? That's the kind of guy I am.
Nah, that ain't enough. I wanted a hug. I wanted a bromance.
We're not doing all that.
I wanted a kiss and make up.
He's married. He's got 2 kids. I'm not into all
that's what I want. You don't know what he wants. You don't know his kinks. Don't do that.
I do. I know his kinks, and they don't involve me. I'll tell you that. How's that? Wowsy, woo. Right.
I've been mad at Rob G for 9 months. First of all, who's in here keeping count, Rob?
Alex, you know I know.
What, do you have a
right?
calendar?
Alex knows. Alex knows.
Rob writes it down.
Alex
Rob,
knows.
we know why we were all here. The point is the fact that you kept a calendar with it. You circling with the red marker.
All right, Rob G, there was a big trade in the NBA. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Ruined hours and hours of prep time for the Odd Couple because right as we're going on live for air, Jaylen Brown was traded from the Boston Celtics to the Philadelphia 76ers for a whopping package of Percocet P, Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. Jaylen Brown leaving Boston, heading to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, we talked about a lot of the Jaylen Brown perspective there in hour 1. Check it out on the podcast in case you missed it. But from the Boston perspective, you guys have said why they decided to make this move, what it means for them moving forward. Now, even though they've dumped Jaylen Brown, they do still have another All-NBA wing sitting right there in the locker room. That would be none other than perennial MVP candidate Jason Tatum. Now that the Boston Celtics are no longer the Jays, and it is Jason Tatum and friends, what kind of pressure's on him right now in Beantown?
I think just the normal pressures that he's always had. And you know that even before they actually won, people were questioning whether or not he could win and all kinds of stuff. So that stuff never kind of goes away, and there's expectations. And obviously we'll see. I'm just like where this team will go from here. But I don't think it's not going to be because Jason Tatum's not going to give his all or do whatever he can. Even when he didn't win the Finals MVP, if you want to just be honest, go look at the numbers. Who led in every statistical category? It was Jason Tatum, right? It was. Jaylen Brown won the award. And even with the team, the reason that people kind of wrote off the Celtics was because Jason Tatum was hurt. That's why they wrote, didn't they? Everybody wrote off the Celtics. They traded their veterans. They said, let's get some young players in here. Let's do this. Let's do that. They wrote them off. You don't write if you were Robin, you wouldn't write off Batman, right? It was the other way around. Think about that. Everybody wrote off the Celtics for a reason. Batman was hurt. Batman, not Robin. And that is the reason why I believe the Celtics made the right decision. And I think it's less headaches. We just had Antonio Daniels on, and he's like, Why was this trade made? It feels like Jaylen Brown got dumped. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like oh, this unbelievable trade. They figured it all out. It was like, you know what? We got to get this. Is the only thing we got. These other trades, I'm not that crazy about, or whatever it was. Let's just get rid of them. We just want to get rid of them, move on. This guy is such a headache. He's never happy. I'm telling you, I've been in the world where you're with somebody who's never happy. It's a hard life. It's really a hard life to be able to go through when there's always an issue. And the point I was bringing up about the feud with Stephen A. and all that, dude, I just don't understand what you gain by it. And I'm in the media. I'm not saying people can't complain about what I say or push back. I've been through all that for 40 years. Guys have been in my face because I'm at the ballpark, because I'm at the basketball arena, because I'm in the football locker room. I've had that my whole career. And that's not what I'm against. I don't know on his public grand scale doing that, what does that get him? I don't know. Yeah. It gets Stephen A. more cachet.
Content and
it
cachet.
Does.
I'm fighting with this finals MVP
and this guy's
player.
Bothered that much about what I said to make a public. I'm serious. Stephen A. doesn't lose anything. This is what he does for a living.
Right. And you going out of your way to say you want to make a debate. And it was, listen, for Jaylen Brown, who is a very intellectual, very well thought out person, I think some of the moves he made were perplexing because, to your point, it didn't make sense. Like, you just lost a series that people are like, yo, y'all got beat down, you should have lost, and you're immediately on Twitch. You're immediately in our face. You know how that goes, right? If you are the superstar you believe you are, LeBron, Kobe, Steph, they're not popping up on Twitch right after they lost, like, yo, it's all good, what up, baby? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that is an odd occurrence.
Can
Let's
I give
not
you
act
this,
like
Kelvin?
it's not.
Maybe you'll remember this, and this fits in real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when the Tigers lost, I want to say to the Red Sox or something, and Prince Fielder was interviewed. You remember it was like they were really disheartening, and his response after was something like, "Hey, I got kids to raise."
It was all nonchalant.
Do you remember that? People
were
furious, and it was right after, and it was like, what? It sounded like he didn't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they lost. Not that anybody wants you to put on an act and boo-hoo, but it was really for Tiger fans who invested all year. Do you know what I'm saying? And
yes,
Jaylen did the same exact thing.
He was going live on Twitch all the time and talking about the refs and how they do this and they don't like me. And again, someone will say, what's wrong with that? That's his prerogative. That's fine, but you fully can expect people to then go, well, what's that all about? Why do you care about that? For you to come out and say it was the best season I ever had, we ever had. Like, we get what you're saying. Yes,
you won a title. How could this be the best season you ever had?
Personally, for you, I'm sure, like, as far as how you play, I get it. But you're too smart to not understand how that sounds. That's what I'm saying. I get the sentiment. He probably like, yo, I didn't expect us to do much. We did. I played well. We overachieved. I get the sentiment. You're too smart to not know how that's going to ring off when you just lost. People always put you two against each other for some reason. You know it. But I say all that to say now, specifically with Jason Tatum. The funniest part about all this is Jason Tatum ain't never said a word about Jaylen Brown in a negative sense. It's not like he's been the one, man, we would be better if Jaylen Brown just came to play more. Or, man, if only Jaylen Brown locked in more. And it's not quite like a Kobe and Shaq where there was this philosophical difference, right? Shaq, I'll get in shape on company time. Kobe, maniacal about the approach, right? This philosophical difference. Like, Shaq, I'm doing commercials and TV shows and rap albums. Kobe, I don't do nothing but basketball. So it's not like it was that. Jason Tatum, by all accounts, didn't seem like he really had any issues, but he's kind of now put in the middle of this feud. And now here's where I'll disagree with you a little bit here, Rob. I believe there now will be a watching of the two moving forward. If Tatum were to get to the Eastern Conference Finals or get to the finals and Jaylen Brown doesn't, or he beats them, or if Jaylen Brown, even more specifically, gets to the finals and the Celtics don't, they lose in the first round, I think people are going to see now they're paired by the hip to me where we're going to go, it's like quarterbacks. We've had pairings where back-to-back, Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning. Right? Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning. They had nothing to do with each other, but because you went one and you went two and who should have went, we're going to watch your careers. And I feel like we're going to watch them two now and see, people are going to be like, see, Jaylen was better. I told you, look at how far the Sixers went. Or see, Tatum, he can't lead a team because anything less than a high 50s, second seed in the East, like Jaylen Brown did, Rob, I think Jason Tatum's going to get flack. If they end up 6th seed, they win, 48 games, 50 games, people are going to be like, man, see, Jaylen Brown.
I don't think that's going. I think the only way that happens is somebody wins a championship. I don't. What seed you're in the conference, I just can't believe someone's going to look at them and define because one guy was the 2nd seed and the other guy was the 4th seed. If you tell me that Jaylen Brown wins a championship with Philadelphia,
well, that was the first thing I said.
It's about that. It ain't about like where you finish.
The next handful of years. But the reason I disagree is because Jaylen Brown, I believe a part of him, Rob, said when everyone thought the better player between the two of us was out, they wrote us off. Not only did we just stay above water, we, in most cases, people believe overachieved. And I think that's something Jaylen Brown was holding.
But why don't we hold Jaylen Brown also to the idea that when Tatum got hurt in that series, they're up 3-1, that they choked down a 3-1 Jaylen Brown.
That's facts. I don't disagree with that. That's facts.
We're giving Jaylen Brown all this love for the season, right? All the regular season. Yeah. They were up 3-1 when Tatum was playing. As soon as he got hurt, they lost 3 in a row and lost to Philadelphia. Why? That doesn't go on Jaylen.
Absolutely. That should be some smoke there, too. But I think the Celtics, the moves they've made, Rob, have been – I don't like them. I don't like Paul George now at this point in his career. He hasn't played much. We know that when he plays, he'll have some good games here and there. He's obviously one of the more talented players over the last 20 years. But I don't like – you lost the daily grind that Jaylen Brown gets you. You lost the kind of that combative hunger that he brings you that you need. And now you lose that, and I don't like where the replacements were. Mitchell Robinson, okay, I guess. I think he's a bit over. I think we've slightly inflated what Mitchell Robinson is to me. So I think the Celtics take a little step back. I get he needed to move on. I thought the Giannis trade or something like that where, okay, now you got something on at least minimally on par, if not better. I think they took a small step back, and it's going to be a more difficult season for them. But ultimately they had to do it, and now Jaylen Brown, now you got, what you want. You're somewhere else. Got a chance to go be in your own. You're not always paired at the hip with Jason Tatum, and go do your thing. But it's going to be interesting to see if Jason Tatum now, here's the keys to the franchise. So what happens
if Jaylen Brown goes to Philadelphia with Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and they don't get it done? Then
they should. They better. On paper, they got a good team on paper, Rob. VJ Edgecombe, Maxey, obviously Embiid probably play half the season, but Embiid, whatever the half he plays, and Jaylen, that's a good team. In the East, where it's still getting shaken out, we still don't know. Does LeBron go to Cleveland? What are the Pacers going to look like? Are the Pistons going to get Jalen Duren? The East is still wide open. So if you're the Sixers, you better be feeling like we got a shot just as good as anybody, except maybe the Knicks.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. How much pressure is on Jason Tatum after the Jaylen Brown trade? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Stick and stay.
For more great hits like this in the US of A.
It's Snowtime at the Crypto. Rob G, there's a little question mark and comments coming up about LeBron going to join Steph in San Francisco. And what would that mean for both careers? Because Steph has won 4 championships during the quote-unquote LeBron era. Would you say that? And LeBron has won 4 championships in the LeBron era.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And according to Paulie Market, Kalshi, friends of the show, folks in Vegas, even though LeBron James and Rich Paul are maintaining this is going to be an open recruitment, he hasn't made any decisions about where he's going to play, that he's open to all comers. All he wants to do is love basketball and have a chance to win a championship. almost everybody agrees that it comes down to one of three options. It's either back in Cleveland, the king comes home for a third time.
Well, I told you we only recognize one king on this show.
That's the Burger King.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like Jesus or something.
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus, okay.
He's king?
Well, yeah, King of Kings.
Okay.
And Lord of Lords, though. You're right.
Lord of Lord. That's where I'm going. Lord is higher
Rob's
than
been in
the
his
king.
Bible. We know that.
We know
Exactly.
that. He already told me he come to church with me. Not this Sunday. I got too much
And
family
you know
stuff
what?
on.
I had to prop open the screen door, and I'm just saying.
Yeah. At the church? Not this church. This ain't that.
The discourse surrounding Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated by her WNBA peers has really gone off the rails once again. Most notably by Boomer Esiason. Take a listen to what he had to say about the situation.
If I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment and get real money.
From the Saudis?
From somewhere. I mean, there's international.
She can't go to the Saudis.
Well, she can't go to the Russians either, as we saw that, Brittany Griner got stuck there.
She did. Well, yeah, in jail.
Right. So
can't take that money from PIF.
But a lot of the women actually do play, in European leagues because they supplement their income. But now supposedly their income is going up here. And I know that Caitlin makes a ton of money off the court in terms of endorsements, and rightfully so. But I think that there's a petty jealousy, and she's a straight white basketball player. And she is not being treated with any sort of respect whatsoever.
What a shocker, Boomer Esiason. She's a straight white basketball. I want to say something.
Yeah, I know
this
you
is
do.
This is so up his alley. And despite all the money that she's making and all this other stuff, he's gonna throw out her sexuality. Hey, Boomer, why don't you name all the non-straight players in the WNBA that you just wanted to talk about? He is the worst of the worst. Boomer, if you thought he was a bad quarterback, he's a terrible talk show host. All he does is push narratives that he feels good about or that he feels great. This whole idea, the idea that she's making way more money than everybody else, but she should take her ball and go somewhere else. But did he have an example of where she could go? No, he didn't have an example because there's nowhere to go considering all the money that she makes.
And not to mention, Rob, the reason why I told Rob G, I said, make sure we add that, was because this is a problem. This is exactly the problem with Caitlin Clark, and why sometimes I feel bad for her in the sense of she's just out there trying to hoop, but it's people like him who she's straight white female, as if she needs to be protected or should be honored, or we should all bow down to her.
Is she the only straight white basketball player playing in the WNBA?
Sabrina Ionescu, who is in the league, and you could argue is better. You got other players as well. I just don't understand. Like, what are we doing here? Kelsey Plum has been playing better. Now, she's out now with some injuries. But my point is,
Boomer is a typical guy who, when they turn a certain age, they think they can say whatever they want and do all that stuff. Boomer's going to wind up like so many of the other guys just like him, because this is what happens to guys when they get a certain age and they feel they're untouchable. And that's where Boomer is right now. He's playing that.
Yeah, and that's my biggest issue. And this is the issue I have with the whole Caitlin Clark conversations we have. It is she came at the wrong era for where we are in life. Everything is divisive. Everything is all, so much division. You can't, like, Angel Reese can't have a good game now. Because the things you see on social media from all the bros, she can't do this. How many layups? She made everything is that now, right? Where she's straight white and a player. She should. What are we talking about?
Did you hear what he said?
I heard it, and that's why I said we got to
WFAN in New York. He's the same guy who thinks all the Knicks should go to Donald Trump and bow down to him. He's the same guy who attacked Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter and back, of course, when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, it was the worst thing in the world. And then your quarterback goes to the most divisive president.
Speech, and what's
exactly,
the issue?
And he's on there with free speech.
He didn't tell the team. The team didn't know till 30 minutes before.
Thank you. He didn't talk about any of that. No, because he left all that stuff out. That's what Boomer Esiason is terrible. That's why they got rid of him at CBS. He's terrible. And that's the guy who continues to do this stuff. I don't know how. And then, of course, his partner's just a minor bird, so he's not going to push back on Boomer. It's awful radio. I can't believe that in this city, what does he call the mayor? Because the mayor's not a white guy who's 60 years old or whatever that and doesn't have the last name Cuomo. He calls him, what does he call him? What's the term?
I probably don't want to know.
I'll come up with it, but you know what I mean. Like something's wrong with him too because he's a different cat.
So to get off of him, because forget him. I ain't even thinking about him. I only brought that up to say it's that type of sentiment that makes this where every other play, every other game is divisive. It's all the bros and the man and women are the problem. All that going on right now because Caitlin Clark is a really good player in the WNBA. That's it. She's a really good player. She's not the best. Probably
Fox
not even the
Sports
top 8
Radio,
or 10 right now. There are other people who are on a Worship Wednesday. We still got Mark Funky Cole Medina coming up with all the NBA moves. We'll talk some NBA and some hoops with him in just a little bit. If you missed any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Please follow it, rate it 5 stars, share it, provide a review, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Go check out the pod. Again, just search wherever you get it. Search The Odd Couple. And you'll find it. You'll get a best of version and a full version at the end of the show. Looking forward to that. Go check it out. All right, let's get some calls, Rob. 877-99 on Fox. The Celtics make some moves. I don't like the trade for what they got. I understand the trade, but to getting only Paul George and a couple of draft picks, you thought you'd get more for Jaylen Brown. Not the case. Where's this put the Celtics right now? Did they make the right choice? Did they get enough? Did you want more? And where is the pressure lie? Is it on Jason Tatum now? Hit 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Dion in Texas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dion?
Hey, guys. Been enjoying the show all week. Last week was great. This week's even better.
Thank you.
It's awesome,
Appreciate you, Dion.
You like our song, our new Lakers song, Snowtime, at the Crypto?
It's fitting. Let's just say that.
Thank you.
But one thing I will say is that doggone, remember this day, 2 years from now, we'll see Brad Stevens packing up his things, getting escorted out the building. They mishandled this chaos. They created the chaos. I would have been begging Jaylen Brown to stick it out, to stay with the team. I don't know why they put him on the trade market, but they did, and now Philly's better. Philly's going to knock him out the playoffs the next 2 years. They traded away their best leader. He is their best leader. So thanks for taking the call. That's how I feel about it, guys. Have a good one.
No doubt, Dion.
Right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's other stuff behind the scenes. I mean, you don't make a trade like that. We talk about all the time. The same thing when Luka got traded to the Lakers. Of course, you should get more for him. No, there was other issues that people don't want to address or publicly. And unless you, Kelvin, as a reporter, can break, you know what I mean, give you people on the record talking about people's personal lives and habits, it's impossible to do. So you can't always, you look at stuff and it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't until you, I know so many backstories that I wish I could report on. Right. You know what I mean? But I can't. I can't get the people that I need on the record to make it
I think this one with
legit.
Jaylen isn't as hidden. Like, I think it's just the
No, but I'm saying you don't, but you don't know what the
point.
The breaking point. You don't know what went on there.
He brought up a great point, though.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. We'll get
go
to
ahead.
the call. I was just going to say, I don't think that Jason Tatum is the galvanizer of the team, that Jaylen Brown, specifically the players. I can't speak on, pressure front office, stuff I'm saying publicly. But the team, I do think Jaylen Brown has more of that, even while they've been playing over the last 4 or 5 years together. I think he's a little bit more of the, the vocal leader, the galvanizer. Everybody's not that guy. Like Steph Curry admits, he's not that guy. He comes to work, he shows up. He's maybe more interpersonal. But Draymond's got guys. Steve Curry, they've talked about it. He's more the – unless he's punching people, but
unless somebody's making the baskets and the plays, all that, I hear you. Like that stuff is important, but
Jaylen Brown put up 29 a game.
No, but I'm just talking about. Without the other guy, you didn't. Yeah. You lost a 3-1 lead, didn't you?
I'm just saying it'd be interesting to see.
I'm just saying, like he's a galvanizer. They were up 3-1. Tatum got hurt again, and what happened? They lost the series.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to. Mark Funky Cole Medina on the other side of Trinity right now. Martin Weiss getting you updated.
Right now, in the 64th minute, Flo Balogun stepped on a player's ankle, and he's being reviewed for a possible red card. The United States does have a 1-0 lead over Bosnia, but this is obviously a major point of contention because if Balogun is removed from this game, they'll have to play 10 on 11 for the remainder of it. There is a red card, so Balogun is going to be sent to the sideline and be removed from this game. There's a 1-0 lead for the United States after this. He stepped on the ankle. The announcers on the broadcast, especially the rules analysts, were saying that it didn't feel like it was an intentional call, but it was kind of like the letter of the law. Feels a little bit to me like the closeout rule and the technical foul in the NBA. If your foot's under the three-point shooter and you land, it doesn't matter your intent. As we found that one out with Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brunson. Everybody now patting Balogun on the back of the head. He's going to the sideline with a 1-0 lead in the 65th minute of the knockout round for the United States. Belgium advanced earlier today on a penalty kick in extra time, beating Senegal. Also, England advanced after 2 second-half goals by Harry Kane. Came from behind to go ahead and beat DR Congo. NBA news: the Boston Celtics traded Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. He's for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. Walker Kessler going from Utah to Los Angeles for 2 first-round picks that are unprotected and 2 pick swaps. They'll also sign him to a 4-year, $130 million deal. Grizzlies and Dallas in action. They're sending Santi Aldama to the Mavericks for A.J. Johnson, a first-round pick, and 2 second-rounders. Tobias Harris going from Detroit to San Antonio on a 2-year deal. Mitchell Robinson going from New York to Boston on a 3-year, $47 million deal. Norman Powell, 2 years, $45 million with the Chicago Bulls, he formerly of the Miami Heat. In Major League Baseball, the Pirates trying to make a game of it. It's 8-6 now as they trail the Phillies in the 7th inning. Atlanta with a 5-1 lead over St. Louis in the 9th. That game looks like, that just ended. Braves with a 5-1 win over the Cardinals. 4-0 Tampa Bay over Kansas City. 5-1 Minnesota leads the Astros in the 4th. Miami and Colorado, the Rockies with a 1-0 lead in the 4th inning. And the excitement of FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox 1, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox 1 brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox 1 and experience the FIFA World Cup live. Again, 66th minute now. United States down to 10 players after Flo Balogun got a red card just a few moments ago. He also has the goal. It's a 1-0 lead for Team USA. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it's a tough blow, man. Tough blow for sure. We'll see if they can pull it off. 25 minutes left in this particular match. All right, it is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Rob Parker, Kelvin, Washington, keeping an eye on this U.S.-Bosnia game, but also got to get to some more NBA talk with our man, Mark Funky Cole Medina, joining us now on a Worship Wednesday. Mark, what's up, buddy?
Kelvin, not much. I mean, other than seeing, the Celtics and Lakers used to be in arms races for championships. Now they're in the competition for worst trade to open free agency.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Let's start with the Lakers.
Keep going.
Well, to be clear, the Lakers did make a good move with getting Walker Kessler. He's a great big man, and that's one of Luka Doncic's priorities. He's a great defensive player, and I get it that when you're talking about a restricted free agent, you're always going to have to give up more because the Jazz very well could have just matched it. But they emptied everything. I mean, the Lakers have 0 draft picks for like the next 7 years. I mean, there is no long-term flexibility at all. And the other guys they got with Quentin Grimes, good secondary scorer, Colin Sexton. I mean, he's a good pack.
What do they all have in common? Anything in common?
What's that?
The Lakers.
Well, Sexton and Grimes don't.
No. I just mean that most of their big stars. They got right now. You're looking at a team that could be starting 5 white players, right? I'm just saying.
That is true. I've noticed that. Yeah.
Have you noticed that around? We made a song for it so much.
Are you going to play that instead of the Wemby song now?
No, we got a new song, right? But go ahead. We'll finish it.
Well, I want to hear it.
Here we go. We got it for you. It's Snowtime at the Crypto, starring Luka, also starring Austin Reeves and the Pasty Lakers. Let's play some basketball. We went from Showtime to Snowtime. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Hey, Rob Parker, Lawrence Tanner, the longtime Lakers announcer stepping down. Are you taking a place here now? Or
I
what?
know. I could get a new job.
Laker girls. Kobe Bryant. You ain't going to hear that no more, Mark. No more.
You know what? Rob's baritone voice will sound nice with a
Kobe
Bryant. But look, guys, I mean, in all seriousness, Walker Kessler's good. The other role players are fine, but they arguably had better role players last year that they could have kept.
I said that earlier, Mark.
Even with durability issues, he's been healthier. Great two-way guy, great vet in the locker room. Rui Hachimura has improved a lot. So I think the bigger thing is just more that they gave up all of their flexibility just to address an important need, but you got to be deliberate here. And with in all seriousness, with the Celtics, that trade's even worse. I mean, I think it's bad enough that they did cave in and panic to trade Jaylen Brown. But if you're going to trade Jaylen Brown, it's got to be a good player. And Paul George, not only is Jaylen Brown a better player on the court than he is, but we never know when Paul George is going to be available. What are they doing here?
It felt like a dump to me. Like they had enough of really, because I'm with you. It was like the same thing when they got rid of Luka in Denver. In Dallas, they just were like, okay, we'll just move on.
And look, unless there's something so salacious and terrible behind the scenes that we're not aware of, basketball-wise, they could have just, sure, entertain deals, see what you get in the open market, but they easily could have brought Jaylen Brown in the fold, and even if he's unhappy with things, he's produced on the court even when he's been upset. I don't know what they're doing here. And it's very surprising because as a GM, Brad Stevens has been pretty good in the past. But this was a panic move in capital letters.
The only thing I can think of, Mark, and I mentioned earlier, maybe there's something brewing we don't know about that they'll say, now we got Paul George, we got some picks, and Mitchell Robinson, and fill in the blank. You know what I mean? Like one other thing or something. I don't know.
They got Mike Conley. He's a great veteran, but he would have been more valuable 5 years ago.
Yeah, the Spurs could use him just to sit on the bench and help the young guys. But so we have those moves. You just spoke on those. Let's go to another one that happened yesterday with the news that LeBron was leaving the Lakers. We've had Antonio Daniels on. We've had a couple of people just trying to figure out what makes more sense. So kind of give me what you think or makes sense, what you think might happen makes sense, and then what you actually maybe would like to see.
You mean as far as where he's going to play next?
Yes.
I think it's clearly all teams except the Lakers now have a chance because he's doing the traditional free agency route. But I think he's going to do the whole Cleveland deal. He'll do the farewell tour, even though it's the minimum. And there's a lot of question marks about Cleveland. I was talking to Robert Horry and some other Laker luminaries this next question. He was saying, no way should he go to Cleveland. James Harden is a liability in the playoffs. But if he's going to do this route where there's a lot of questions about each team and their championship pathway and how well he can still sustain his play, he at least has the comfort level of being back in Cleveland, the equity there, and the farewell tour treatment. Everywhere else, like the Warriors, it sounds cool and fun because he and Steph Curry love playing with the Olympics together. And, after really butting heads in 2016 in the finals, he and Draymond Green have been close friends recent years, but they're all old. So I get that their basketball IQ is great, chemistry is great, but they have their own roster issues outside of their star players. Miami is another, option, obviously, because of the relationship there. But even with LeBron, Giannis, and Bam Adebayo, they need to have good shooters around them. And again, it goes down to durability. LeBron, he's done all the right things with taking care of his body, but he's going to be 42. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's had his own injuries, with his calf, with his knee. And so I think that every option is, there's a lot of questions here. And because of that, at least do the farewell tour and enjoy it in the final year in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Any other? Go ahead, Rob.
No, go ahead.
Any other moves you liked? Any like a sneaky Tobias Harris to the Spurs, a veteran present, a guy who can get a bucket, be an elder statesman, great guy in the locker room.
Does that help the Pistons too as well?
Yeah, it does a bit. you lose that guy that's been what you know, kind of teaching the other guys how to be a pro. And he played mostly good in the playoffs, 20-point games several times, 6 times, I think, in the playoffs. So that's a loss for them because they haven't replaced it yet, Rob. What do you make? Any other moves you looked at?
With Tobias, he is a volume producer, but he's not efficient, so you live and die by it. But, you know, he is a good veteran, and with the Spurs, they need more veterans around them to help them get over the hump. So I think that is a good deal. I think another good deal, you know, on its own is Norman Powell going to Chicago. You know, the Heat loved him. He was an all-star last year with the Clippers. They were just hard-capped when they got Giannis. But when you're looking at the Bulls, they've been such a hot mess these last few years. They now at least have a good player that is all about winning, great two-way talent that can produce, loves defending, and, you know, he's a good locker room presence. It's not going to, you know, dramatically change things, but I think because of how uneventful free agency is outside of LeBron and trades, but contractually because it's all been role players, that is a pretty good move for Norman to go to Chicago.
How many guards do the Portland Trailblazers have now? I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I don't understand
too many to count, Rob, and I have to think with John Morant, Damian Lillard, Scoot Henderson, Danny Avdija.
Right.
I keep mispronouncing his name, but I like to think that I would think that this is part of a larger deal, that another shoe is going to drop. They also have Drew Holiday. I mean, he's not a point guard, but he's a two-way player. Right. I would think that there's another deal here, and this is outside of, Ja's behavior in the past or his leadership. I think that when you talk to the Grizzlies, they've seen improvement there. You know, we'll wait and see, but basketball fit alone, there's just too many guards, too many ball handlers. I don't get it.
Yeah, I think and I think for them it doesn't matter because they're looking at it as trade bait, right? We keep all these guys till we can make a trade and get rid of somebody. And because a bunch of teams, you mentioned Miami, they need players, they need guards, they need wings.
Yeah, but they need players for no money. They don't have any money.
Yeah, to be clear, like, it's one thing to do this to flip it later on, but you can't do it to flip it later in the trade deadline. Like, they got to do it soon this offseason because if they enter the season with this from basketball X's and O's and wins, like, I don't think it's going to work.
Yep. Hey, Mark, appreciate you as always, my guy.
Thank you, my
so
man.
much.
Appreciate you guys. And, Rob, hey, another number one single on the airwaves. Congrats.
There we go. It's Snowtime at the Crypto.
I got to hear that all season, Roger.
Yes,
82
you already
games
know.
All season long. All right. Can USA hang on against Bosnia, up 1-0 right now, 15 minutes left in this one, and they're playing 10 versus 11 right now. We'll keep you updated on that. Plus, celebrating Bobby Bonilla Day. Last call as well, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Last call, your chance to get in with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
But Rob G, let's start with the association. We know the John Morant trade was out there. That just happened.
All types of stuff.
You know, I mean, that was kind of a foregone conclusion. So that's just the breaking news of late. But there's a lot of rumblings with some big names in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Kawhi Leonard's name's out there. Jaylen Brown's name's out there. But there is no name, with all due respect to those guys, bigger than the King. And multiple outlets are
Burger
reporting.
King?
Yes, Burger King. Your burger is king.
Your burger is king.
No, don't you do that. ESPN, The Athletic, Sports Illustrated, California Post.
Everybody.
All reporting that there is some scuttlebutt, some happenings going on in the Bay Area as the Golden State Warriors are actively trying to make a trade that would send Jimmy Butler to Washington to bring Anthony Davis over. And in a corresponding move, use the mid-level exception to sign LeBron James, giving them a big four of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, all the old people doing stuff in Golden State.
Kelvin.
Yes.
When I heard the news on this too,
what'd you do?
Shame on the Golden State Warriors. How pathetic that you want to bring back and put together the Golden guys out in the Bay Area. I mean, you want to talk about maybe potentially putting a black eye on a franchise that rose from nothing, right? Went on to win 4 championships. Even though Kevin Durant came to help him win those 2 very big, important ones that made them a difference between just the team that won.
I agree. The Rockets, it could have been the Rockets.
Exactly.
Versus,
you know what I mean? So I get that. But then to stoop to this, to bring in Anthony Davis, aptly nicknamed Street Clothes, and to bring in LeBron James on his last legs, right? I mean, forget about the numbers. We get it. You know, in this league, you can score and do everything. You don't have to play the whole game, and his plus-minus tells you all you need to know when you're talking about LeBron James. There is no need for the Warriors to go out like this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They should be bigger than this. This sounds like desperation. You know what this sounds like? Steph Curry never won, and they're trying to figure out a way to get Steph one before he retires. I beg to differ. He won 4 championships, the same amount that LeBron has won, except LeBron has played 29 years. And somehow, some way, you feel hell-bent that Steph Curry needs to win it. Did you look at the other teams in the Western Conference? Did you watch the Spurs, who led the Knicks in freaking every game in the finals, but didn't win, but led them? Did you watch them? And you want to put together a geriatrics unit? I mean, is this wheelchair basketball or is this regular NBA basketball? No way, no how should this take place. Steve Kerr should be embarrassed. Steph Curry should be embarrassed. I would say Draymond Green, but there's not enough room for him to be embarrassed about anything else. There's enough. Right. He leads the league in embarrassment.
True, but
so there's nothing else for him. And their front office and ownership, shame on you. Nobody wants to see the Golden guys by the Golden Gate Bridge, especially me.
Hit it, Alex. Thank you for being my friend. What? Come on, Rob. Are you kidding me? This is what the old people want right here. Don't forget about us. Everything's about the young people. We still here. Our senior citizens around America always feel left out. I am with this. I told you before, this is the Expendables 56, or whatever number they're on. LeBron is like, first of all, I don't think he's leaving the Lakers, but if he does, the only other place that makes sense is going to be a friend with Steph Curry. And who is Draymond's best friend that he loves? LeBron. LeBron can do no wrong when it comes to Draymond. AD already played with LeBron. They got that rapport. I like the Expendables 56. Bring them back. Why not? What do you got to lose? And to your point, we see what the Spurs are cooking. We see what the Thunder have already done now. We see, Denver's, I'm not as high on Denver as other people are. Point is, they see what it is, and they feel like, well, shoot, we might as well mix it up and do something different. Running Jimmy Butler back ain't going to do nothing with Moody and all the rest of the guys. That ain't going to cut it. So they might as well go out, trying to have fun. Steve Kerr is back. He said, I'm coming back for it too.
The discourse surrounding Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated by her WNBA peers has really gone off the rails once again. Most notably by Boomer Esiason. Take a listen to what he had to say about the situation.
If I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment and get real money.
From the Saudis?
From somewhere.
It's lit. USA just scored a goal, 2-0 over Bosnia-Herzegovina right now. Penalty kick. Or not a penalty kick.
What?
Free kick. Alex, They're 10-11. They're down a man, and they're still able to get a goal. That was huge, Lexi.
It doesn't matter. The British are coming. The British are coming. Tell them to come. We own this land. Bosnia-Herzegovina, we might be down a man, but we're not down goal scores, baby. What a set piece. What a game. Belgium, who's Belgian? Bring it on.
And nobody more excited than your man, Rob Parker. Thrilled. It's the odd couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Worship Wednesday.
Hey, you know what I will not do?
What?
I will not pretend or act like I just won't do it.
I ain't expecting you to watch up, but did you not just see the goal? It was 30 seconds ago.
It was 1-0 already. Okay, 1-0. I mean, I don't. Wasn't it already?
Alex, I'm using that for the rest of my life.
Whatever.
A team's going to score something. I'm going to go, it was already 14-0. It was already 82-79. What is it? So much they hit a 3 to win the game. It was already 82.
Did you see that on Rob with tip in? Yeah, they're already winning.
But Alex.
Yeah, OG with the tip.
Alex,
it was already right there.
It was right there.
If I started acting like I was like all into soccer, you would be like, this is so funny.
I'd call you
He's
out.
doing it for the show.
For sure.
No, we're not, Rob. I'm with you on that. I respect that.
Just like,
but I'm saying
just like
it literally just happened.
I talk with Rob G all the time, too, about like the college football thing, and people want you to like the when they have signing day, and I'm supposed to sit here and tell you like I've watched high school football and I know who all the players are.
I thought you were a broadcaster,
no,
Rob.
I'm just saying.
Are you a narrowcaster? Is that what you're saying?
No,
you like what you like and that's it?
No, I can talk about a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to be phony and act like I know what I'm talking about.
I'm with you on that, except for the fact that the goal just happened in your face 1 minute ago.
I wasn't
That's all
watching.
I'm saying.
I wasn't watching.
I was looking at this great video Elijah sent.
Elijah just made an
Elijah
awesome
HRU,
video.
did you see this? All right. Let's get to
What's
last
the score?
call.
2-0, right? Okay, last call.
This is the last call.
Last call.
It's last call. Last call time on the Odd Couple.
Last call on the Odd Couple. Who we got?
Rod in Detroit.
What's up, fellas? That's Lightning Rod, also known as Super Rashide. So I got a question for y'all, especially Kelvin.
Yeah.
This is what I need to so LeBron, he's going to Miami, bro, because you know why? He's going to have nostalgia of the big three. LeBron is going to keep going probably till he's 45, so I don't think he's going to try to take no type of victory lap. I think he's going to keep going, and people are going to be surprised about how far and how long he's going to keep being able to turn itself youthful. Now, Magic Johnson working with Pat Riley in the front office over there. It's a thing of beauty. What do you think, Calvin? Magic Johnson and Pat Riley back again together with LeBron James and the big three.
I get the sentiment, right? I appreciate the call, and I get the sentiment just somewhere where you're familiar, you've been there. The other interesting point, we joked about it a little bit yesterday, but it is interesting. They need a bunch of people on the team, and you might be able to pull Bronny over there because they just need bodies. But I wonder if the chocolate chips were too much of a deal, Rob. You can't have no more chocolate chips. I'm mad at LeBron. Don't give him no chocolate chip cookies on the plane. And they say that was the straw that broke the camel back between he and Pat Riley's relationship. I keep telling people, Miami, obviously I get it. Cleveland, I get it. I just think his boys are on the West Coast. One is currently with the Lakers. We'll see, but he's currently a Laker. One is in Arizona playing college basketball. And his daughter is here in the LA area as well as his wife. I just don't see him leaving them. Right, and I see him just going up to the Bay. It's simple. It's an hour flight down. We're playing with a couple of guys I'm cool with. Obviously, if AD comes, that'd be a few guys I'm cool with. I just don't see him leaving the West Coast for that singular reason. If his daughter was in college and everybody was gone and, you know what I mean, and family, the kids were grown, that'd be different. He's got a young daughter, I believe she's like 11 or 12. She's thriving in sports and living her life. I don't think he wants to leave her and the wife. And the boys are here too. So I just see him going another year or two with up in the Bay and calling it a career.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
Just like Tom Brady saved his marriage, right?
Oh wow, that might be a little different scenario.
No, I'm just saying, Tom Brady. Everybody thought, oh yeah, Tom Brady will do the whole.
That might be a little apples to oranges. I don't know.
I'm just saying,
they might not be quite on the same plane.
I'm just saying, LeBron is very about his career. I could see him doing what's going to work out so that he can look like he's better than Michael Jordan.
I think that ship has sailed.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?